Hi everyone, I'm Kayla.
And I'm Lauren.
And this is Stitching with My Littlie Flosstube number 33. So we are back, guys. It's been about 6 weeks, we think. We have a lot that's been going on. It's been summer, obviously, and we're getting back to school, homeschooling, her work, and stuff. So yeah, and also this is like the first time in about 6 weeks we've had this house to ourselves to be able to film for different reasons, a lot of which is going to be in life update. So yeah, we have a lot to show you today. So it's going to be a long one. Even she does, yeah. It's going to be a long one. So grab yourself a drink of your choice, snack if you want, stitching or don't stitch or whatever, and just buckle up because I think this is going to be a bit of a ride today. So if you are new to our channel, welcome. We mainly talk about cross stitch. There is sometimes some other crafts that mainly Lauren does, but mainly we talk about cross stitch on this channel. So yeah, if you like what you see, give us a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and for all of our returning subscribers, thank you very much for coming back and spending some time with us. We really appreciate all of you. So we are going to get into it. We have stuff everywhere, literally everywhere. So before I do get going, I just want to say we have had a little bit of influx in our subscribers as well. So we have gone over 700. And I know of a couple of people who have shouted us out. So in the last few, we are not up to date with our floss tubes, are we? No. At all. We are so far behind, it's unbelievable. But I saw last night that Stitchy Sally shouted us out, so thank you very much. And also Maggie, who we're going to talk about a bit later. But Maggie, who is Homemade on the Ridge, has shouted us out as well. So that is all I wanted to say about that. So thank you very much. Yeah, we're going to get going. So we have no fully finishes, although I don't, but Lauren has some that is not cross-stitch related that she's going to show you.
Well, some of it is a bit cross-stitch related because I'm finishing the cross-stitch piece on it.
Oh, okay. Go on then.
So first, I made these little pom-pom pumpkins. I know that you can see the white template through, but it's fine. So these were from the Works, weren't they?
Yeah, I think so. They were it was a little kit, wasn't it? It was only a couple of pounds, I think.
And you get 3 in there. And you get glue, the pom-poms, obviously, and then these little templates, which I'll tell a funny story.
I was going to say, well, Lauren did have some glue.
Yeah. Anyways, so there's not enough pom-poms to cover every little bit of white. And we didn't have
You could have painted the white orange first.
But I thought there was going to be enough, but there wasn't. So there's my first one. And then comes with string as well, so I guess you don't have to use a string, but I decided to. And then here's the second one. And stupidly, I glued the orange pom-poms over the mouth without thinking about it. So I was like, oh, I don't have a mouth anymore. So I decided to paint a mouth on. These were all a bit of a fail.
Did have a bit of a howler with these, didn't you?
Yeah, and then this is the last one. This is when I started running out of orange pom-poms quite badly. So, the story was, you were just sat over there, weren't you?
I was doing something.
Yeah.
Was it work related or something for you, I think. I was minding my own business. Writing something down.
I screwed off the lid of the glue and I was like squeezing it and it wasn't coming out and I was like...
She actually said to me, what is happening here? And the next thing...
all up the wall. All on my painting that I'll show you in a second. All on the wrapper. All on the wrapper, the table, everything. And I wasn't finding it funny, but you
was laughing.
Like this.
And all I kept saying was... Get a wipe and wipe the wall. It was literally stuck to the wall, to the table.
And luckily it didn't go in my drink because I had a drink right there, otherwise I would have been tasting glue. So that was the story. So
She lost half. It was like a little tube about that big.
So I decided to move to just PVA glue, which also didn't go well because then when she got home from work, I was like, oh, I did this one, lifted it up, and all the pom-poms went flying. So
she had to use some of my fabric glue.
Yeah.
I forgot how funny that was.
So these were a massive fail, but I think they turned out okay in the end. And they're completely fine now. I'll say that, and they'll all just come falling off now. So they're my pumpkins.
Oh, God.
And then the last thing I made, which the glue did go over this, the back. But I managed to paint over it. So... Oh my god! It's a disaster. I've got it off. So, oh my god.
Oh my god. We're only 6 minutes.
From Maggie, Homemade on the Ridge, she painted a frame for her Beetlejuice cross stitch thing and did it in strips. And I wanted to do that, but I didn't want to do it on a frame because we don't have that tape and it'd probably rip off all the paint. And I wasn't.
And I would have had to have done it, and I'm not.
So I decided to do it in one of these wooden things. It's a bit messy, but we didn't have thin paintbrushes to get, like, in the crevices. But here's my Beetlejuice themed one, because I have done the Beetlejuice pattern, and it will go on there. And the back's even worse, to be honest. But so that is where the glue went everywhere. Not enjoyable. So there we go. That was my fully finished. Oh my god.
Right, okay, so they are Lauren's fully finished objects. So we're going to move on to finishes, so. You are finished. Please talk while I compose myself.
So I finished this robin chart. It came as like in a bundle with loads of other birds. I don't know where it's from. Shirley Watts designed it. So I was doing it for my nan for Christmas because she likes robins, and robins here in the UK are very Christmassy. So here it is. So I think it was stitched on a 14 count, like warm grey, tanned. I don't know. These were just like DMC threads that I just picked out.
Stitch from stash.
Yeah, and then oh my god, back stitch the legs and the beak, and that's how it turned out. So I don't know if I'm going to do it in a pillow for her or a little red hoop. That could be nice. So there was my only finish, technically.
Okay, and I have one finish as well. So this one I stitched as part of my Terrifying Tuesday. So it is Smell My Feet by La-di-da, and it is on a 14 count peach Ada, and that is my finish. I used all the called for DMC colours in CXC threads, and it actually only took me 5 sort of stitching days. So why it took me nearly a year to do it, I do not know. Well, I do know, just because I have a load of other whips, but so that's where I'm at. So actually last year I did a Halloween exchange, and I had this sent to me from as part of that, but it's small. It's like on a much higher count fabric, so I've got sort of 2 now. well, I will have when I've fully finished this, which needs to get done actually, because obviously to go with the rest of the Halloween things that I have not fully finished, and the summer things that I had pulled out to finish to be able to display in summer, which I never got round to doing. Summer is probably the worst time for me to actually fully finish things.
Which is weird because you get 6 weeks off work.
Yeah, but I'm not here, am I? We're at the caravan most of the time. So when the caravan gets closed down, which is like beginning of November, we're here every weekend, and I think that's what we tend to fully finish, don't we? Or I do. Well, you are now as well because you're old enough to. Okay, so that's our finished objects. So we now have some SAFs, which are starts and finishes. So I have 3.
I have 2.
Okay, so I will start off on mine, although one of ours is the same, isn't it?
Yes, do a different one.
Oh. Okay, so at the big stitch that we went to in...
July.
Was it July?
It was.
We had this, I'm not taking it out of the plastic unless I absolutely have to. Yeah, we had this given to us as a kit from Haystack Stitching, so everything was included to make this octagonal pin keep, including, I think it was linen, and the thread is a Gloriana silk thread called Cotswold Garden, I think it was. But it also, sorry, like the crinkles, it included like some little charms, thank you, as well. So a B1 and a 2024 one. So I was going to stitch it. I was going to have a go on the linen. And then I thought, why? Because I don't really want to be honest. I'm quite happy stitching with Ada. So I picked out some 16 count, I think it is. I think it's 16 count. I haven't written it down. So it's either 14 or 16. I think it's 16 count. And it is a rustico. So it was quite close to what was shown on here. That was used, but I used one strand of the silk as well because I didn't want to run out, because it was only used one strand on the linen, yeah, so I didn't want to run out of it by using 2 strands of the silk. So this is my finish. It's my take on the finish, so that is where I got up to. I actually really liked working with that silk, sort of one strand of it. It was really, really variegated, and there was sort of instructions on how to get the variegation, how to stitch to get the variegation, how it shows on the finish. But I wasn't too fussed about that. I was all over the place really, but I do like how it's finished. There is a border around the original piece to make the octagonal sort of shape on it, but I'm actually not going to finish it as a pin keep. I'm just going to finish it probably as a small pillow, just to put in my display, really, because I'm not really that, it's not something I'd probably use as a pin keep, so I wanted to be able to use it. So I'll put the charms on the back and things, and put the other things that were in there for finishing in my finishes box. So that is my take on the octagonal pin keep finish. And I'm actually pleased I've done it, because I do like it. So, and I've got some of the threads left, so I might use it for something else. And there was more than enough threads on that one.
Shall I do one of mine?
Yep.
So this is the Beetlejuice one that I was on about for that thing. There isn't a cover photo for this, is there? But it's from...
It was a freebie chart that Maggie said to me, I saw her stitching it and I was like, I love that. And so she sent me the link to it as a freebie chart, which I'll talk about because I've got it.
I know who it's
as well.
from, but I don't really know how to pronounce her name.
Brianna Lentz, I think it is.
Okay, so here was mine. So I did this on 14 count purple Ada, and I did it in a DMC grey variegated, which was this one, and it's number 53. It's a bit in a tangle, but you know. And I just thought that just reminds me of Beetlejuice. I don't know. I feel like green fabric would have been good as well because obviously his hair.
Yeah.
But I love Beetlejuice. I feel like it's one of my favourite Halloween films. So I really enjoyed that one. It's very, very cute. And I think I did one of the words a night, so I think it took me 3 nights.
So this is what she's going to finish on the thing that she's painted black and white.
I'll fold it up a bit so you can see. Oh, this is not going very well. Obviously, it's
going to be mounted on something else, and then
it probably
mounted.
won't be in this exact position, but it's
no, because it'll be mounted.
Something a bit like that, and you'll be able to see the edges as well. It's just because I haven't folded it all over.
So that's how she's going to.
So I totally stole Maggie's idea, but never mind. I think it would look cool.
What do they say? Copying or something is the biggest form of flattery.
Yeah.
If you copy someone's ideas, it means that it's good. What is going on with my hair? Look at these.
You got wispy bits.
I have got wispy bits. I've got like horns going out the side of my head.
Don't pull them
Who
apart,
has baby hairs when they're 43? What is that all about? Who else has little baby hairs like this sticking out of them?
Right, move on to our August one.
No, I've got Beetlejuice to show.
Okay. We've had pretty similar finishes there, haven't we, really?
Yeah, so, like we said, yeah, it's a freebie chart and it's by Brianna Lentz, so I will put a link to it in the description box below. You can just go and find it. Just type in Beetlejuice freebie chart and it should come up. I used just CXC 310 and I stitched it on a 14 count Ada, which is Ghost Sparkly, so that's actually...
Can you see the sparkle?
You are getting mine. So that is by a company, unfortunately, that are no longer around. So, but yeah, I really like that. So I thought I was just going to do it in a black one because it's already got a lot going on in the fabric, the sparkles and stuff. So yeah,
very cute.
And I don't know what I'm finishing on.
But I call it cute.
Yeah, so I don't know what I'm going to finish mine off as yet. It'd be quite a big pillow if I did, so I might look at... I've got quite a few Halloween type, or a bit like what Lorans got, but different.
You could even frame it.
I could put it in a little frame. I've got enough black ones. I just wouldn't do it as a... with the white on it. But I could do it as a little frame. So... And we've both got the same one.
Again.
Which is our August calendar sal. So for anybody who is new, we are doing a calendar sal together. And it is from the Cross Stitcher magazine. It is Emma Congdon has done these. And we are on, well, just finished our August one. So that's the 8th one I've done. They're all being stitched on 14 count white Ada. Both of ours, we're using all the same threads. That some of them are called for, some of them are what we've just picked the closest to them. And this is where we are. Once again, they're on the opposite side.
Yeah, mine's got the needle one.
So Lauren's got the bee kind needle one. So that is them.
I actually thought, I don't really like the backstitch in the big things, so I thought mine would look a lot different to yours, so I did make a bit of a mistake in there, but actually looking at it, it doesn't look too bad.
No, it doesn't. You're doing well. This is half of the issue with these, is the back stitching and the big bit, because a lot of them cut sort of through the middle of the holes, if you like, which I know you wouldn't get that if you were stitching it on a linen or an even weave or something, because the holes obviously you stitch over anyway. But we love these ones, and Emma Congdon's got quite a few of these ones with the blocks, hasn't she? I think she's just come up with, it's a new one.
Autumn, Halloween.
No, I think a Halloween one's been out already. I can't remember, but yeah, I'd like to stitch loads of stuff, but I do like these. These were really nice because they're just like 8x8 or 9x9 blocks, aren't they? So we like those. So
We do.
we have not started our September one yet,
No.
which is not good. Although they only really take 2 to 3 days, don't they?
They take a bit longer for me.
Not that much longer. It's just you have smaller stitching time. So if you put it to the amount of time that I do it, then it probably would be 2 to 3 days. So we're gonna we're gonna make sure we got the threads for that this afternoon, aren't we? And get going on that, because we don't really want it to be hanging over into October. We're trying to keep up to date.
I love October because it's my birthday, and we've got a lot of exciting things going on in October this year, haven't we?
We have, which we're going to talk about
Very
later.
excited for October.
Yeah, we have. Although I'm not loving the weather that we've got at the moment.
No.
1 minute it's raining, the next it's mild again.
This week
And
in the UK, well, in our area, it was supposed to be thunderstorms, wasn't it? But I've not seen a spot of rain.
Oh, I don't know. Who knows? Right, okay, so they are our starts and finishes. So we are going to go on to new starts now. So I have 5 of those.
I only have 2 because I've been working a lot on the older whips, which was the plan.
Okay, so we'll leave the new cell to the end, and we'll talk about that at the end then. Okay, shall I go?
Mm-hmm.
Right, I have got a bag here, like a bag for life, full of my projects, because otherwise they were going to tipple all over the floor. So
mine's on the floor.
You are going to have to excuse some noises, because I've got to ferry it in and back out again. Otherwise I'm going to completely lose control over what's going on down here. So the first one that I worked on is this one, which is G is for Gingerbread by Whilst Iris Naps Designs. You've seen this before. I haven't actually fully finished one of them yet, but I am doing one for each member of the family, and I've got sorry I have got the charms as well. I haven't got the bows yet, but I've got the charms now. But I'll show you I think I just got these from Amazon, but they're different coloured. So I've got like pink ones, and there's white and blue ones as well. So I'm going to do one of those for each of them in the house. I think I've done 2 so far, so I think this is my 3rd one.
Oh, I thought you only have done 1.
No, this is my 3rd one.
Oh.
And they're all being stitched on 18 count, which I don't very often stitch on 18 count, but I wanted to make sure they were the same size so that the button, the charms and stuff would actually fit properly. So that's why I've done it, because I think the cord for would be 36. Okay, so this is a silver flecked opalescent, and I am just using the DMCs. So the originals were some fancy flosses, which I've not been using. So
Oh my gosh.
Fudge fell off. So this is where I'm up to.
Up there this time.
Yeah, Fudge and Whippet are up there.
They are.
So this is where I'm at. So that is showing the sparkles quite well on that. And I'm and just come across, so that's the one arm. And my needle minder is from Caterpillar Cross Stitch, the gingerbread one. So yeah, I'm going to make all these into pillows, I think, with some trim and stuff around it. So I'm going to get this one done, and I'm going to get the fourth one done, and then I'm going to fully finish those four for the kids. Well, I say kids, but my oldest is 23, but he's still my kid. So I'm going to do those, and then I'm going to do one for me and my husband. I've got flipping rip it in my throat now. And then I'll see. I'll go on from there. I might do one for like my mum and dad and stuff like that. We'll see, because they're
quite blocky.
Yeah, there's quite a lot of stitching to it, but I like it. So you can see here that they've used the Weeks Dye Works have given like a variegated.
Oh yeah, that looks quite nice.
You can see, which I haven't used, mainly because when I started doing these, now I'm not joking, these two have taken me probably a year each, because the problem is they're Christmas themed ones, aren't they, or winter themed or whatever, so I tend to only bring those when I get bored of it in the new year. I tend to only bring it out.
I guess they're like winter themed as well, because you can do gingerbreads all year round, I guess, but like.
Whereas, and now as well, now that I'm doing my wheels to work on, and I'm doing Festive Friday, these things are coming out all year, which I'm actually quite liking bringing, not just waiting until the season to do it. So that was part of my Festive Friday, and that was 410 stitches that you saw there. So do you want me to do another one, or do you want to do one?
I'll do my one.
Okay.
And then I'll leave the other one so we show it together.
Okay.
So this one was an exclusive freebie from the Big Stitch.
Yeah.
So I don't have the cover photo for it because I can't show it.
No, but you can say who it was by.
Oh yeah, it's from Hello from Liz Matthews. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, this one was Hello from Liz Matthews.
Sorry, my
How on earth did you lose the magnet off the back of your needle minder?
This was my first ever needle minder. It suits me very well. Dumbo.
What with your big ears and you're listening to everything?
Yeah. So
what's it called?
Stitch Stash Smile.
And you'll have seen that I finished this one off as well.
The thread isn't the best on my camera or this camera.
You want me to hold that while you get it?
But I feel like in real life it shows a lot
Get
better.
it closer.
But on Instagram I can't. It's a bit annoying because it doesn't show the actual proper effect.
What's this stitched on? Do you know what this fabric is?
Yeah, it's the same one as the jam. I think it's 14 count Rustico, but a grey one. Grey Rustico.
Right.
I like this one a lot, this fabric. I seem to use it a lot. And then the thread I got on the freebie table at the Big Stitch. So it's a whole themed Big Stitch thing.
Yeah.
And this was the thread, so that's where it's from.
So it's a Jodri Designs
hand-dyed thread, and it's called Purplinky, which I think is really cool. And I'm sure I'll be able to find it if I run out of it. But I don't think I will.
Not for this, you won't. You don't need that.
But there is a border around it as well as the writing. Which
Oh yeah, there is a
really
border.
looking forward to the border.
It's actually fine. It's just a line, then it's the.
So there is
Got
my
an
new
itchy
star.
eye now. What's going on?
Feels weird calling it a new start because it's not really new.
It doesn't feel new to you. No, I know.
No.
When we were looking through our things, because we normally film every 2 weeks, I was looking back going, did I actually? Is that not been shown? Am I sure about that? So it's a good job that I actually keep my book of days, because I write down when we film Flosstubes and I write down everything from there that I work on. So
I just have a diary, don't I? But it keeps everything going.
So we know what we're doing, which is good in this case, because most of the time we'd have been like, oh no, we didn't work on that one. And I really can't be bothered to go looking back through the last one to see what we worked on. So.
And my bag is from Andrea, isn't it?
Which
the
is it's called Stitchy science technician she is, but it's Bowen's bags
Yeah.
and things, I think.
It doesn't go with a theme at all. It's sausage dogs, but I never base my project bags off themes.
Sausage dogs, I'm sure that's not the actual...
Dachshunds, I don't know. I like calling them sausage dogs, it's funny.
Okay, so the next one that I started is...
You were obsessing over this one to me. You were like, oh, I really want to do this
I
one.
really like, and I do like stitching on it as well. So this is Turtle Silhouette by Artisy. Do not ask me where I've got an obsession with turtles from. I don't know, but
we have
I
a
really
friend
liked this
called
one.
Turtle. Well, she's not called Turtle, but Turtle-based Stitches.
Oh, okay. I was like, do we? We have a friend called Turtle? Who's that?
Well, she's not.
Yeah, it's Sophie at Turtle Based
Yeah.
Stitches. And today, which is the Saturday the 21st, we are they're filming on Saturday. And right now, actually, Sophie is rebranding her pink scissor fabrics and Turtle Bay stitches into Turtle Bay textiles.
Mm-hmm.
So she's having an open day at her shop, which is in Bridgend, South Wales. Unfortunately, we couldn't make it.
Going.
But yeah, Rachel from Talking Dog, Stitchery is there, Sherry is there from Just So Sherry, I've seen.
Soph's there.
Yeah, there's quite a few people and there's a lot going on. So if you guys have been there, I hope you have an amazing time.
Mm-hmm.
And we hope it goes well for Sophie. We know you're going to smash it anyway. So yes, so we do have a friend, but she don't look like a turtle.
No.
Yeah, so this is an Artisy design, and I'm just doing it on a white Ada, so just a 16 count white Ada. I am using the called for DMC colours, which are here in CXC threads. So these are all the colours.
They give me mermaid vibes.
Yeah, so I love those. And that's part of one of the reasons I looked at them and I was like, oh my god, I love those colours. So...
And it was free chart from the Big Stitch.
Well, I did get... Yeah, I got it off the freebie table.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And you got a matching needle minder.
I did, which I got at the Big Stitch from Pain Free Crafts, didn't I? I saw it and I was like, oh my god, that would go with that pattern.
I got a horse one, but I don't think I haven't used it yet, I don't think. I'm saving it for a project.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So, this is where I've got up to. So, I haven't done a big start, I just started in the middle of that and I actually really, really like that one. So, yeah. Enjoying that one. It's a nice stitch. That's my needle minder.
Is it upside down? No,
No,
it's just
sort of
at
on
an
a
angle.
slant. So yeah, there's my turtle one. So I'm looking forward to getting back to that one, but I seem to have so many. It's going to be interesting when we do our whip parade next year because
It's gonna be really
my plans
long.
were to half my whip count. That's not happened, I can tell you that for nothing. Although I have finished loads of stuff.
I think I've got quite a lot
I think
now.
you have got, you definitely have started more than you finished, whereas I think I've pretty much finished projects and started a similar amount. It might be one or two more, but I definitely have not halved my whip count.
I like how, because we have little cards that are for finishes and new starts. I like having them because you just keep track of what you finished and started. And stuff.
They're from S Ward Designs. They are. So once I get my cards that I write down my projects and how long they've taken, you also get like yearly. Well, it's a yearly tracker, but we've done them for new starts and finishes so that we can keep track. And especially Lorans, when we do our whip parades, because I have these tracker cards, but you don't fill those in, do you?
No,
So
I
you
don't
don't really
like
know.
using them.
So
Mainly because I've got smaller projects that they do take long, but they shouldn't really.
no, but I have things. It doesn't matter how long it takes, does it? As if you're enjoying doing it, which I need to remind myself because the last whip parade I was in a right flipping
I have one in my Bossy
strop
Threads
with
one.
myself.
I have one in my Bossy Threads, which is ridiculous. Because that's been going on for years. 2021, I think. Or
Well, I've got my poppy one that's been going on that long. But like I said, they get finished eventually, don't they? Doesn't matter how long it takes, does it, really? Like I said, you guys need to remind me of that when I do the whip braid and start getting in a strop because of how long it's taken and how many times I've stitched on it.
Oh yeah, I know.
You must say, I wasn't a bit. You must say, Kayla, it doesn't matter as long as you're enjoying it, okay? Anyway, we've got off on a tangent. We're not even doing a whip braid. That will be in like January, so...
how many more?
Back to my new start. So I've got 2 more. Okay. Yeah. So, not doing that one yet. Next one is in a bag from Stitchy, which I picked up, and I'm going to take the stuff out because I love these bags because they're embroidered but they're inside, so when you've got stuff in them, so they've got the, what are they called? The clear front. Vinyl, thank you. I was going to call it cellophane. Cellophane, how rude is that? The vinyl front bags, but then look at the embroidery on the inside.
I've got one down here.
And I love I do love these, and they're really big bags, really good sized bags and stuff.
We'll be able to see some of them because we've got exciting news.
We have, and then there's these. So these are really well made, and it is stitchingwithmylittlie.co.uk, and that is the logo.
On Etsy.
Yeah, I think she's on Etsy as well, but I think she's got a thingy. Anyway, I digress. Oh, look at that big word. It's because I've heard other Flosstubers say it. I wouldn't have known what that word was before.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so Lauren from Flossabilities. Out has come a new pillow. And of course, dun dun dun, we've got it.
Of course.
So, I am doing it completely different to, well, everything, really. I am using some fabric that we were very kindly given, which I'm going to show more of in our Stitchy Kindness. But this fabric that I'm stitching is a 14 count Ada, but it's from Arlene, who is stitching in the Fens on Flosstube. And she has dyed and printed some of her own fabric, and she had some extra, so she has very kindly given us some. And I thought this fabric would be perfect for this.
It is.
So this is where I am. Look at this fabric. So we've got spider webs fabric, and I thought it would be perfect. I am also slightly changing the blocks on here. So if you will see here, there is the pumpkin in the middle and the werewolf on the outside. Well, I'm doing different colours on mine, but I thought the werewolf would look good in the middle, which I have used. So these are DMC Etoile threads, and this is the one that I'm using. So it's got a slight sparkle. You can't really see the sparkles on here because it is only very slightly, but in person you can pick it up. And this is C3371. So yeah, it's the slight sparkle to the, which you're not going to see, but that's what I've decided to use, Etoile threads. So I have got that one in the middle, and then the 4 blocks round here, which I'm staying the same, which are the crossbones, which I've done, the tombstones, the bats, and the broomsticks at the bottom, are all being done in this green, which is again an Etoile, but it's 907. So that one is those. So it's going to be that block there and that block underneath. And then I am doing, so where the werewolf should have been at the top, I'm doing the pumpkin. So up here, the pumpkin's going to go up here, along with the witch's hat, cat and spider. I'm doing, so the 4 corners are going to be in the orange at all, which is 740. So it's all going to have a tiny sort of sparkle to it, and that's what I decided to do. I've not normally moved around the blocks, but I just like the fact of that werewolf being in the middle with that one colour and the rest of them in the others. And like I said, I love this fabric. So yeah, that is Halloween pillow from Flossabilities, and that was part of my Terrifying Tuesday, and so far I have got in 758 stitches on that one. So really enjoying that. Okay, and I have one more then, which isn't... Well, I haven't even got into whips yet.
I know, I feel like should we stop it after we start? After the...
No.
Oh right, okay then. I'm just thinking about your storage.
Don't worry about my storage, I've planned it. Okay.
She's planned it. This is going to be so long, two and a half
I
hours.
did warn, we did warn you.
You'll definitely have to split it in two.
We did warn you. It's not that one. It's this one. So my next one is from the Christmas Ornaments bundle by Luba Davis Atelier on Etsy. I have already done the Merry Christmas one. So this one I have decided to start was Merry and Bright, and this is part of the Festive Friday. So this one I stitched on last night. There is 3 colours, which are a mess, so I'm not showing you them. They're DMC, actually it's not too bad, 729, but these are CXC threads. So it's the 729 is like a goldy colour. 699, so the green, and then the red is 321, and that is the only 3 colours that are used on all 4 of the patterns. So this is on 14 count ivory Ada, and this is where I got up to. So I put in 297 stitches on that one. So nice sort of small-ish ornament pillows, and I will be doing all 4 of them at some point. So yeah, that is that. We have one more new start, which is what we've got together, and that is our new saddle. So the last floss tube that we did, which wasn't really a floss tube, it was like an extra, we put out and talked about the stitch along that we are doing with our hashtag. So our hashtag is, well, we are doing tiered trays. So we are doing Erin Elizabeth designs. We know there's a few people now from the comments that were made that are actually joining in with us that are doing different Erin Elizabeth ones, but it's not just open to them. It's any stitchy trays, tiered trays at all that from any designer. And our hashtag is 3 cheers for trade tiers, Sal. It always has to be a long one with us, and it always has to be a bit of a tongue twister, but Maggie gave us the idea and we absolutely loved it, so we went with it. So, do you want to talk about yours?
Yeah. So, I'm doing the Stitchy tier 1 because I'm going to keep mine. I wanted to keep mine up all year round, and yeah, just thought it was
And this one called you. You got this one from the Big Stitch, didn't you?
Yeah.
From Rachel's shop.
So I'm doing mine on 14 count Ada, but it's called linen. But I love this fabric.
Yeah, I've stitched on this one.
We swapped fabrics.
We did. I said you
swaps.
could have this because Lauren didn't like. Well, she wasn't getting on with the particular fabric, really. So I said, well, I'll have
really
that
soft.
one. I'll have that one, and you can choose one from mine.
So here is my start, which again, I've done this in 2 sessions, so it doesn't feel like a new start to me. So the first one that I did on the day that we were starting it was the scissors and the tier, a little bit of the tier. And then the other night I did the hoop because it was quite late. I think I started it at like 9
Probably.
or 9.
You just decided you wanted to do a bit more on it, didn't you?
So I did the hoop, but I like the outside of it, but I did do a bit of a mistake.
But it's fixed now, so...
Yeah, which I was a bit annoyed about.
Rip came to see her, but it was only quite a small one, quite close.
Yeah.
It wasn't. It could have been all the way around at the beginning, and then you'd have been annoyed, so...
But I really like this one at the moment. And I love the white on this fabric. I just think it pops so nicely. So I'm really enjoying mine at the moment. So that is my one that I've chosen.
Okay, and the one that I've chosen to do at the moment is the Nautical Tier from Erin and Elizabeth. So I have had a little bit of an issue with this, however I've carried on going with it. So my issue being my fabric choice. If you're on my Instagram page, when we first started this, I did post, I wasn't sure about my fabric because the white is not showing up on it very well. But I'm doing it on a 14 count Ada, which is from Sparklies, and it's called Eclipse. So
you also got that at the retreat from Painbury Crafts, didn't you?
Yeah, so this is where I am, and I will show you.
I can see the white now.
Yeah, I think that's what I think. The more that is in there, the more I can actually see it. But the first time I stitched it, I was like, we were at the caravan and I'd already kitted it up, and this was what I was using. So I carried on going. I was like, I can't see the white. I can't see the white. Can you see it? And she was going, not really. And I was like, I don't want to start it again though. And I don't know why it wasn't showing because it's on like a blue. So I got in a bit of a strop with it. But I have carried on. I've stitched on it some more and I really like it. So I'm carrying on anyway now regardless. These are the threads. So there's those ones. And this is where I am. So let's see if you guys can see it.
Yeah, you can. Obviously not like popping out, but you can still see it.
But I like it anyway, so I'm keeping on going with it. There's like a green layer above the white, and you can't see that really either.
Yours is green, mine's grey.
It's like a green, like a mint green. Well, they're different tiered trays, so they're not going to be the same.
I thought the tiers would at least be the same.
No, mine's got like a...
Mine's grey.
Mine's like a bluey green. I bet it's not now. I bet it's flipping... I haven't got a bluey green, so I'm wrong. Completely wrong. She's right again. I haven't got a bluey green. It's not that one. I think it's that one.
Yeah, but even mine's not like that. Mine's grey.
I think it's that one, 3753. I don't know why we're having this discussion on flipping camera with you, because it is what it is. It is a green. But anyway, I've done some...
Look. Mine's grey.
Yeah, no, yours is completely different.
Oh, never mind.
But they are different trays, aren't they? So the white is going to be the same. But, yeah. So the last time I did this, I don't have anything. I now do have this on Pattern Keeper. Or on... I don't know if it's Pattern Keeper, if I've done it on the thingy. Where I've just taken a photo. Either way, I'm doing it on my tablet. So this time, I have done this section here, the tray going up here, and the lighthouse at the top. So I'm really enjoying this. Fabric is proper sparkly.
It is. And
my needle minder is from Just Get Stitching, which we got at the Floss Friends UK retreat, didn't we? So, so yeah, you can't see the white on the tiered tray very much, but I'm okay with it. I'm happy. Lesson learned. Next time I'll probably see. It is a bluey green.
I know. I think it's because it's summer.
The next one that I have got is a winter tier. So when I finish this, that's probably what I'm going to be doing.
I've only got one at the moment, but I want to get the farm one.
Which isn't that the one that Sophie has got? Yeah, in Total Base Stitches.
I love animals, and I think there's a horse on there. I could be wrong.
Don't know, but they've bought out a new one as well. She's bringing out new ones. She's bought some more out at Marketplace.
Oh, I do like the bacon.
There's a dog one. I showed you the dog one, didn't I?
do like that.
So she's bringing them out all the time. So this trade tier sale is going to run
Like the
because we like
one.
we like so many of them. So it's not going to be an end date to it. But it's not just, like I said, the Erin Elizabeth one. So if you're stitching any tiered trays, come over and use the hashtag 3 cheers for trade tiers sale. Also, I want to ask you guys a bit of a question. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Lauren's having a bit of an issue with her
big issue.
Instagram. So this isn't just on this put my teeth back in. Trade tiers sale. This is on any of the sales, including the Gnomes one that we have.
And the jam sale.
On the birthday jam sale. That she's trying to hashtag it, and none of her, although it's coming up
when you click on
the thing,
the hashtag,
none of her projects are coming up on the
not even to you
page thing,
you
the
can't
hashtag
even see it.
No, and yet other people's are. Mine is showing on there, and that's across any of the things. Now, does anybody know why? Because I can't work it out, because mine is as simple as it's up and running, you hashtag it.
I'm spelling it completely right. It's just
it's on there because I've seen what you're doing, so I don't know, and that's across the board on all of them, so I don't know why. Really... So if anybody has any ideas whatsoever as to why we can't see what Lauren is showing, because it's actually quite frustrating when you're doing it and she wants people to see what her progress is and stuff. That's the whole point of us doing the hashtags. If you don't follow me,
then you can't see it.
Yeah, but it's the whole point of us doing these hashtags. Otherwise, it's a bit pointless anyway if you can't show your stuff. So if anybody has any ideas on what is going on and can guide us to what the issue might be, can you let me know either in the comments, or you can message me on Instagram or email us or whatever. But we would be very grateful, because I don't know, I'm a bit of a loss, to be honest, and you're frustrated. It's not just one of the styles, it's all of them that you're having an issue with, isn't it? So yeah, okay, right, we're going to get into whips.
Oh my god, this is ridiculous.
That's okay, it's fine. We're going to get into whips. Okay, we're going to try and push it along a little bit.
I think I can take one,
but unfortunately I have a lot of whips.
I've got 6.
Okay, we're just going to go. We're not going to talk a lot about it. We're just going to try and not rush through them, but we're just going to go for it, because we have still got quite a lot to talk about. And yeah. Anyway, okay, so this is our whip. So works in progress for anybody that is new. Let's go.
Okay. So here's my Stitchy Majig bag. Gingerbreads, and then inside it's like embroidered gingerbread. Very cool, very good quality. So I decided that I was going to work on quite a few of my older projects this time. So this is Christmas Goodies by the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery, and I love this one.
And you've got the buttons for these as well, haven't you? Because it requires some buttons, which we picked up, or I picked up from...
just another button company.
Yeah, but I think I got them from...
1, 2, 3, Stitch.
No.
Oh.
I don't think it was 1, 2, 3 Stitch. I think it was Create Nostalgia.
Oh, I don't know. Anyways, I did a lot of bits and bobs, but it was 128 stitches. So I was pretty pleased with that. So I did the back stitch in the Milk and Cookies, which is the mouth, but then around the actual stitch in the eyes, you go around them. I did it in 2 strands as well, because that's what it usually is, the back stitch.
Yeah, the Frosted Pumpkin stuff.
And then I did the back stitch in the little gingerbread. Then I did this cookie, and then the presents on the bottom row. And one of these dots is for the eye in Goodies, which I didn't realise. I thought they were just dots.
Oh, okay.
But one of them is. But I love this one.
We've got quite a few different Frosted Pumpkin little ones like this. And again, they're in my stashed PDF files that I've printed off. And
yeah. This is on 14 count. I want to say tan, but I don't know. It looks a bit grey on camera. with pretty much all the called for DMC threads. I think there's only like one or two that's a bit different.
So this is why you need to start doing the trackers, because...
Yeah, but I don't like them.
Yeah, because you're starting to work on different colours, that's in there. Different coloured fabrics, and you don't actually know what they are. It was alright when you were just doing like 14 count white and the called for.
Yeah, but they didn't have a name anyway, because it was from my stash, and I don't really have name fabrics.
But it's the same with your threads and stuff. You'll know what is being... Anyway, we're going off on one again, having a little our own argument. Okay, next one. So this one I worked on as part of my Terrifying Tuesday. This is the Addams Family, and it's from Good Morning Maui. I am stitching this one on a 14 count unknown Ada from Coffee Craft fabric, so it's an unknown colour as she doesn't name the fabric. These are the tracker cards I'm talking about, if you haven't seen them before. So they're from S. Ward Designs on Etsy. You can either get them as a PDF, which is what I've got at the minute, so you can print them off as many as you need to, which I need to do some more at the moment, or you can get them delivered to you, sent to you, and they get updated all the time. So you get you can get 3-year ones, and they've got the project name, the designer, the fabric, any notes, start date, finish date, and how many days you've worked on it, and then the calendar, so you can mark off. So I find these really useful, and that's what I use now. Otherwise I'd get myself in a right state. So yeah, these are using all the called for DMC colours in CXC threads, and this is a project bag I made myself. It's one of my first sort of zipper ones.
You made me the same one, but mine's buttons instead of zipper.
And that's the inside fabric, which is the same inside fabric that Lorans got on a popper one. So,
oh my goodness.
You have to hold it at the top.
I should know that by now.
So this time I worked on Morticia.
Oh, I'm clipping it on.
Yeah, I worked on Morticia. By the time she's done this, I'll have finished talking about it. So yeah, I did all of that. So I put in 386 stitches. So I'm not sure that I've done all of that. That seems like not a lot for all of that. But I will. You'll see pictures of where it was the last time you saw it. So yeah, that is the Addams Family by Good Morning Maui. Okay, do the next one.
So my next one is a Winter Pillow by Flossabilities. I love this one. I think this is the first one that started from Flossabilities. So here is what it will look like when it's done. So I'm doing mine on 14 count Tea and Coffee hand dyed Ada by me, using a blue DMC thread, which is 4025.
It's a variegated one, isn't it?
And I did quite a lot on this. So I finished off the snow ice skate block, and then I did all of the igloo block.
So you've got 3 more blocks to do.
Yeah, I've just got a strip left.
And she needs to get on with it, because she's told me that she's not starting the Halloween pillow until she's finished this winter pillow. So
yeah, I feel like this will be done by December anyway.
Well, it needs to be done before that. It's just a bloody Halloween pillow will be pointless.
No, because I stitch Halloween all year round. I'm not obviously going to finish the Halloween pillow this year.
I'll be giving her
That's ridiculous.
A rocket. I didn't say you had to finish the Halloween pillow.
That would be ridiculous. But there we go. I love it.
And this, did you say where this bag was from?
No.
This bag was made for us. Well, not for us, but we had one each. By a very nice viewer. And it was for last Christmas, wasn't it? It wasn't the Christmas before.
Yeah, I think so.
Where we had some nice stitchy goodies and stuff in it as well. And that's the inside fabric. So
it's perfect for this one.
yeah, it's a nice,
it's very
small
wintry.
one. So
love
Okay,
that one.
right, next one. So this is my Winnie the Pooh Wednesday. I have 6 weeks worth of stitching. Oh my God, what's going on with my words? To show you. So this is a printout of the chart that I am doing. This is Pooh Sticks, and it is by Debbie Minton for Designer Stitches. So this came as a kit, and this is what I am working on with Danielle, who is the Cardiff Stitcher, is the host of this stitch along, and I think Rachel, who is the Talking Dog Stitcher, is also joining in on this that I know of. So this is our Winnie the Pooh Wednesday. I try and work on this every Wednesday, even if it's just a little bit. And I've got quite a lot of progress in since we started. I don't know how many weeks ago it was we started, but I pretty much started it, and I've done most of it. So the hashtags for this are, which I'll put down below in the description box as well, but I'll put along the screen now. There is 2, so it is hashtag Winnie the Pooh Wednesday Sal and hashtag WTP Sal. So both those will be along the bottom. And like I said, I am doing it with Danielle, who is the Cardiff Stitcher on Flosstube and Instagram.
That is a lot of stitches you've done. And you can see Christopher Robin's legs.
Yeah, I'm not done it yet, but yeah, you can. So I'm using everything included in the kit. It's a 14 count Ada. It looks like an ivory or a cream Ada, and I'm using all the threads and stuff in there as well. So, well, apparently I started this on the 30th of March, so that must have been when we started.
Zoom in on Piglet. Oh.
So I've done none of the back stitch yet, but my plan is I'm now down here, doing the wooden boardwalk, I suppose, if you like, to it. So once I've done this section here, I'm then going to start doing some of the back stitch going upwards to about here. So I'll fill in this bit, and then I'm going to do Christopher Robin and come over here and do another section of back stitch. Otherwise I'm going to be left with all the back stitch at the end, which is not what I want. But I'm really loving this. My plan was to do a different, I've got another Winnie the Pooh one kitted up, and I was going to flip between the two, but I'm actually really enjoying watching this coming together. And so I think each time I do it, I'm just going to work on one and get it done. And I'm actually quite liking it. I can see in a way, not that it's ever going to happen to me now, but why people do work on things monogamously, because the progress you get from working on one, I can see why, but it's never going to happen. Not now, not anymore. And this is in my bag, which is from
Andrea.
I was going to say Debbie then. That's the designer of the flaming pattern. Andrea Bowen, who again is Bowen's Bags and Things, Stitchy Science Technician on Instagram. So this is I really like this bear one. They did a bigger one as well, but this is what I've got. And then it's got the sparkly, Andrea's always got the sparkly vinyl on the front of it. So that was perfect. So that was my 6 weeks worth. You'll see what it was like before then. Okay.
So I decided to work on older project again. In my little bag. I love Hocus Pocus. This is like my second favourite Halloween film. My favourite is Beetlejuice. I love Beetlejuice. I need a Beetlejuice bag.
I do.
Because I have a plan that I'll be starting a new Beetlejuice pattern soon.
Which is a Good Morning Maui pattern.
And I've decided now I'm just going to do the whole scene. I'm not just going to do him.
Oh yeah, you're doing all of it. Good. It's
So,
Good Morning Maui pattern. I've got quite a few of those.
So this is from Little Loops Stitching, and it is Winnie Sanderson Goth Girls.
And your bag was from Sammy as
Yeah,
well, wasn't
it was.
it?
And she also included a little sticker, which I haven't used yet.
The inside is so different, isn't it?
It is.
inside of the bag has got the...
I put a spell on you, it says.
Which is the sticker, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the sticker is... I mean, no. But yeah, Sammy is who runs Floss Friends UK retreats.
And also Old Barn
along
Stitching.
with, yeah, but she is now, Old Barn Stitching Co. with... That's a Debbie, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Um...
So I struggled with this one. That's why I haven't done a lot of progress on it, because first of all I was working off the paper pattern, and I like to do paper patterns in colour, and it was in black and white, and I didn't really like doing that. So we switched it to Pattern Keeper, which has become a lot easier. But I stitched this at the caravan, and the light in there is not good.
Not at night time. You have to really stitch in the daytime if you're stitching on darker fabric anyway.
Yeah, so I didn't do a lot, but I did a little bit more of her big hair. There's 3 colours in her hair. There's this brown, there's a ginger, and I think there's like a lighter brown. And that just reminds me of like a mask. But that's her eyebrows. And then this fabric I got from one of the Floss Friends retreat, I think.
Yeah.
And
the first one we went to, I think that was from.
Yeah, and I've used this on 2
It's
projects.
a bit wild, that fabric,
It
isn't
is. But it's lasted 2 projects. So I do like that one now.
I'm doing currently the... Not that we've seen that come out for a while, so hopefully
No.
I'll pick that one up. But Wednesday, which is the Goth Girls one from Sammy as well.
You also got a bag from Sammy, didn't you?
Yeah. And I probably will be doing that one because Hocus Pocus... I love Beetlejuice, but Hocus Pocus seems to be my favourite film.
This project has also got book on it. If you can
Which
see.
I have book
You
from
have.
the Witchy Stitcher as a pattern. And I need to... Well, I don't need to start. That sounds ridiculous. I don't need anything, but I want to. And we've got a Good Morning Maui pattern, which is Hocus Pocus. And we watched it the other day, didn't we? We were at the caravan, and I was like, there was a scene, wasn't there, with the house with the lighting behind it, and Ron was like, oh my god, that would be an amazing cross stitch pattern. And I was like,
and then something popped to my head, and I thought, I do think there's a full coverage with the house of the purple
but
scene.
I don't do full coverage, but I did look and I can't find it. But that would be, like, it would be amazing to do that. If anybody knows it, I know Tan has got the Hocus Pocus with all 3 of them,
cool.
that she hasn't started yet. But if anybody knows of a scene...
Not full coverage.
Yes,
you do.
I don't care. If anyone knows of a scene with the house with the lighting, because it was lots of different the colours and stuff.
I am
was
sure
immense.
I've seen it before.
If anyone's seen it, please let me know where you've seen it, or any other Hocus Pocus patterns, because I haven't got a lot of different
ones. Let me know
ones.
about the Beetlejuice ones.
She wants Beetlejuice, I was, and you know what's going to happen? We'll end up intertwining anyway. So if you've got any Hocus Pocus or Beetlejuice patterns, let us know where you got them from. Enable us.
We need them.
Okay, next one I worked on. So this one hasn't come out in a while. I spun my wheel and it pulled up this one, which is Love Tree by Bothy Threads. So that is the pattern. I was given this by a long time ago, well, in 2021 apparently, of August, by... My husband was doing a job for someone. He's a painter and decorator, self-employed. So he was in somebody's house doing a job, and they had discussed, I think, the fact that I did cross stitch, and she had got this thing. She'd never stitched before, but picked up this pattern because she liked it, and then realised that actually it probably wasn't for her, and it was quite a lot of things going on. So he brought it home for me. It probably isn't something... I like it, but it's not necessarily something that I would have picked up, just because there is a lot of back stitch and stuff going on in there. But when I stitch on it, I do like it. And the back stitch isn't hard back stitch. It's not difficult.
No, it doesn't look that hard.
So yeah, I'm using everything included in the kit, the Ada and the threads and everything. This silver is metallic, so it is 1 strand. This bit is like... I've only got the rest of the tree once I've done this back stitch, which I've started doing. So I've got that bit of the tree down there, and then there's just this sort of, that bit here. But there are beads and sequins as well to do with this. So I don't bring it up all the time.
It's cute.
But I actually do like it. And I was going to put somewhere on there, mine and my husband's anniversary, the details on there when we got married. Because I started this in 2021 on our actual anniversary, which is the 22nd of August. So that is what I picked up and worked on there. There are the beads and stuff at the bottom. Beads and like flowers. So yeah, I do like that one. I'm not sure, there's quite a lot of trees like that as well, but I'm not sure I would, not that I don't like it, but I'd rather do the animal ones than botted threads. But... Okay, I'm going to keep going because I've got quite a lot. How many more have you got?
I've got 3.
Okay.
How many have you got? Oh my god.
Right, next one was part of Festive Friday that I did. This is a print out and it is Gingerbread Salt Box. This is by Pinker and Pumpkins Quilting. And she has a blog spot with an absolute ton of freebies on there. So go over and check hers out.
I think I've got one from her, from Adita.
Yes, Adita at the last one.
No,
was it the one before?
Stitch.
No, not Big Stitch. The last retreat.
Oh, yeah, it might be. I don't.
So she's got she's got a salt
I've been
box
to a few now
that Adita's done. So I will put a picture of what it looked like the last time you saw it. This is on 14 count Ada, which is warm grey. I'm doing it in the DMC colours, but in CXC threads. And this is where I am. So I've done quite a lot of the actual house. A lot of this and here. So that is what I worked on. My needle minder is from Caterpillar Cross Stitch. So that's what I'm up to. And my bag is one that I got at a Floss Friends retreat, and it is from Not Enough Whip Bags. Look at that, that was quick, wasn't it? Bam.
Come on.
Bam, bam, bam. Gosh, if you guys are actually putting up with us for as long as this takes, you really do need a medal. Okay, next one is Mouse's Beach Outing. This is a pattern from Tiny Modernist. Lauren was given this in amongst a load of other ones from Maggie, who very kindly gave us these, and I had to stitch it. So this is stitched on 14 count Ada, and it's called Cloud Strata number 5. This is from Zoe's Gifts and Crafts, who is on Etsy. She also has a website now, and I am using the called for DMC colours in CXC threads. It's actually you can do it in Weeks Dye Works, or it's also charted for DMC and Anchor, and I am doing it. And that is where I am. So the only one, all I need to do now is the mouse. And then Lauren's already decided for me that I need to do the schoolhouse one.
I don't think it's very fitting, I think.
And then there is a Christmas one in her stash, so of course that's going to have to be done soon. I haven't done the Halloween one either.
Oh, I've kitted up the, I finished the Halloween one. You kitted up the Christmas one for me for my birthday, I think it was, last year.
Yes, so that's ready for you to go to. And this is my project folder from Canny Little Fox. So it is a travel case one.
But I'm not starting any more mice until I've done the birthday. No, the jam.
The jam song.
Which is very nearly done.
Okay, do you want to do one?
Yeah.
Yes. I feel like people are going to get bored of me talking and showing things.
Oh no, one of my charms. Never mind. So, this is Leaves Collector Gnome by Sodastitch. I was doing this, well, we're doing this as part of the Gnomes Everywhere sale. Again, it's not showing when I hashtag it. And recently, actually, I've been forgetting to do it, so I have to go back and edit it. My post.
So yeah, they're not showing, so.
How much did I do with this? I really can't remember.
I don't know, we're going to have to put pictures
It
on.
feels like I haven't even worked on it, but it's definitely in my diary.
I think it was some more of the hat,
yeah.
I think. And maybe another leaf, because you seem to be doing a little bit of hats and then another leaf.
Yeah, because I need to borrow some stuff from your gnome.
Yeah.
Anyways. So this is on a 14 count printed tree Ada from Zoe's
Gifts and Crafts, yeah.
I'm pretty sure I did some more of the hat and I finished that. I think there's one layer left of the hat, which is here.
Yeah.
And then there's his face and stuff. But yeah, I love the oranges on the leaves as well. It just looks really good. Pops. And I'm loving this one. He's also got a rake in his hand, which goes up here, I think, or here. But I'm not doing that until I get down to the hand.
I've seen a needle one.
Oh yeah. It says
hanging with my gnomies.
Yeah, I got that from...
Was that Michelle?
Yeah,
Stitch
Michelle.
Mania stash.
One of the second retreats.
Yeah, the Floss Friend retreat.
I forget where I've got my stuff from the retreats, because we've been to quite a few now.
Who's this one? Oh.
Turtle-based
Stitcher.
Dumbo. Because I love Dumbo.
Mrs. Jumbo.
Oh, we're not getting into that again.
Okay, next one I worked on is Halloween Tiny Town. This is in a project bag from Pauline at Sobe Bags. And it's a flat-bottomed bag. I knew you were going to say that. We've already had this issue once with this. So this is the pattern. So it's Halloween Tiny Town from Heart in Hand. And I am stitching this on... it's a 16 count Ada, which I tend to do my Halloween Tiny Towns because if there's any buttons or anything that I want them to fit.
The inside fabric's questionable for the theme.
Yeah, it's just very
questionable.
I think it was I think these were like end of thingy, so with fabric that was like left, I think. Anyway, it's irrelevant. So yeah, 16 count Ada, and it's tan, and I am using the called for threads, probably in CXC. Yeah. I'm using a mix of DMC, called for, and the alternatives apparently in CXC threads, and this is where I am up to. So I'm pretty certain since last time I've done the ghost and this here. I might have done the bats, but that is where I'm up to on that one. So making small amounts of progress, but I'm still making progress. And this as well was worked on as part of Terrifying Tuesday. So I'm getting, with doing my Terrifying Tuesday and Festive Friday, I'm actually getting stitches put in on things that probably wouldn't have been. So, and my needle minder was from Just Get Stitch It as well.
Okay, so next one of mine, I can't show you the pattern because it was a Big Stitch exclusive.
But you know who it's from, Star Parade Designs, which is it Mikkel, I think, from Star Parade Designs. Which there's a stitch along going on at the minute with one of his.
Oh yeah, the
Is it a quack along?
I think so.
It's a Quaker.
Oh,
Quaker or duck. Quaker or something.
Know.
I think it's called a quack along. It's there's quite a few people who started it from the Big Stitch doing it. So
this is the one that I picked up from the table because there was two of them, but I picked up this one because I preferred this one.
Which I've got the other one.
So this
is doing really well with this one.
Yeah, I like it a lot. So it's 14 count tea and coffee hand-dyed Ada, which seems to be the go-to be honest. Can you hold it?
I can. You pick out your own threads for this.
I did. So first one was Granny Annie by Classic Colourworks. I got this at the Big Stitch as well from Talking Dog Stitchery.
which is the variegated blue.
Yeah, it's really nice. And then for the yellow in the parts of the flowers, I got 744, which is just DMC yellow, and then a DMC green, which doesn't say the colour on the bobbin, but it's just that green, which I'm using for the stem. But I love it. And I'm trying to get it done pretty quickly because I don't want it to run into 2025, because I feel like that would be a little bit it's not really 2024 anymore.
Yeah, I get you. The things which is why I want to start the big stitch one that I've done, because then there's a couple of other charts that we had, but the ones like this
that
which say it, yeah.
So I'm trying to get it done. Which
I think you do, man. Every time you stitch on it, you get quite a good chunk on it done. So,
but I'm not some of the flowers. It might not be in the right position. Like some of the yellow might have been blue of how he charted it. Yeah. But I'm just doing whatever.
Doing what you want.
Yeah.
Okay, the next one that I stitched on is Gingerbread Lane from AZ Family Zoo. I am stitching it on 14 count Ada, which is called Cloudstone, and I'm using the DMC colours in CXC threads. So this is the pattern that I'm talking about. I did get quite a bit done on this. I stitched on it for Festive Friday and I did 579 stitches. So currently, right now, all I have left to do is that writing at the bottom, then I'm done.
You're done on the houses, aren't you?
And that is what I'm up to. So again, you can't really see the white on this. But I am not back stitching or going round, I am just going with it, and I'm fine with that. So when I finish that, eventually I will probably finish it as a long hanging piece. So I might just pull that out and get that done, because it is cute and I do want it up fully finished and up for this year. So
okay, I've got one left. How many have you got left?
Quite a few.
Go ahead then.
Sorry for the dipper. Okay, next one is a Stitcher Haunts Here, which is by the Witchy Stitcher. This is a bag that I got from the first Floss Friends UK retreat we went to, and it is from Andrea, so Bowen's Bags and Things. All the whites in here light up. They are glow in the dark. So I love that. It's got the speckled fabric, and this is the pattern that I'm doing. So this pattern I started as part of the Witchy for Stitchy hashtag. The details of that are still below. As far as I'm aware, that is still going. There is two parts to this pattern, so when you get it, you can do it either with the colours in there or just a black and white version, I think.
You did the ghost in glow in the dark, but I can't.
The ghost does actually glow up, but I've heard from a lot of people, I know what I'm doing wrong, I think. People are telling me that the thread, before I start using it, needs to go under a lit lamp to bring out to start the process of the glow in the dark part, and I'm not, I haven't been doing that. So anything that I'm using from now on, I will, but I think this one does actually bring you up. So this is being stitched on Rustico 14 count Ada, and I am using mostly the called for DMC threads, apart from the white, which I'm using DMC, the glow in the dark, which is E940. So I don't know whether now, if I go back and actually I've taken it out of the thing, whether I go back and put that under a lamp before I use it to bring it out. So I don't know, because I used that on a nutcracker piece that I've used that is now framed, and I used it for some of the baubles and stuff in the fabric, and it's irrelevant because it doesn't work. So anyway, that one I put in 427 stitches on that one, so I did get quite a lot in that, and I actually really enjoy that now. So I'll do one more and then you can do that. So my next one that I worked on, which was pulled up by the wheel, is Story Time with Santa, which is Cottage Garden Samplings This one was my festive Friday, and it's on, as it's a paper pattern, I haven't thingied the stitch counts. It is on a 14 count grey Ada, and I am using all the DMC alternatives because it is charted with a couple of weeks dye works, but I'm using all DMC.
Oh, look,
and that is where I'm at.
I don't know why I'm saying to here.
So I stitched mainly this red here. I was in a bit of a blocky colour, so that's what I've stitched on there. But I do love this pattern as well.
I like the fabric. What did it say on there?
Magic. It's a book he's reading.
Where's your needle minder from?
Oh, it was one of the first ones I got. I don't
remember. It reminds me of like a Chris Dunn one.
I know what you mean, the pattern, but it's not a pain-free craft or anything like that. I don't know. I think it was Carol's needle minders, maybe, or it might be Lindsay. It might be Lindsay Dixon, which is For the Love of Needle Minders. Both of those are in my description box below. Okay, so yeah, you go. And we've got 2 more, and then we are going to pause. Yeah, we're going to swap projects around.
So I decided to work on another Halloween one because it is that time of year now. Not that I stitch seasonal, but you know. So this is from Heart in Hand, and it's called Halloween Square Dance. You get 3 in there, but I'm doing the spooky one with the pumpkins on. And I have got all the buttons as well for that because I bought it from the Nimble Thimble here in the UK.
Oh, this is what you've used some of that same thing from Goth
Girls. This is the fabric I was on about.
Oh, I forgot you had that needle minder, that
donut. But I have my needle up here because it doesn't hold it. It has a party. It goes
spins around and around.
And then it falls at the bottom of my bag and everything. So here's what I did. Some of the pumpkins look a bit odd, like the white one, because there is backstitch in there, but I haven't done them yet. So they do look a bit plain, or that one hasn't got any eyes. So, and he's got eyes, but he hasn't got the eyeballs, basically. But I like it. It's very cool.
It is cool. I don't remember where we got that donut one from, do you?
It was from the Big Stitch. It was one of the...
From the Big Stitch?
No, not the Big Stitch.
A Retreat?
Retreat, but it was one of them that just came in one of them bags. It might be from Stitchy Ferret.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It might be.
Yeah.
It's just a little donut.
Very cool, though.
And I have quite a few of them, like, food-related ones. I have a Mars bar one in a wrapper.
You've got the Starbursts.
Haribo's. I've got a lot of them. I've got the cherries, the Halloween ones, the original ones. I've got a lot of them.
Okie dokies. So I have 2 more projects to show you. So the first one I'm going to show you is the Arctic Animals Sal, which is going on from the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. Clue number 5 has just come out, and so far I'm up to date, although I've not done clue number 5 yet, but it's only just come out. So this is where we are now up to. The last one to come out is the Arctic Hare. So I haven't done this one yet. This is where I'm going to be up to. So this is the Arctic Animal Sal. Like I said, it's Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. It's being stitched on a 14 count Ada, which is an unknown colour from Megan at Coffee Craft Fabrics. And I am using all the DMC colours, but in CXC threads. Apart from, I am going to be using the hold please. The Petite Treasure Braid Glow White, so it's a glow in the dark.
Yes.
And that is where I'm at. So the blue under the puffins is in clue number 5, which I did. I have done. So I'm now just got to do the Arctic Hare here, and I am up to date with it, and I love it.
I'm praying for a polar bear or a penguin, and if they don't, I'm going to be so disappointed.
This isn't How many?
I know
We've got a
that it's-
fair amount left.
Yeah, I know that it's only like clue 5, is it?
Yeah, I think we're going.
But if they
Till
don't
next
do a
year.
polar bear or a penguin, I'm going to be very disappointed. Not that I'm doing it, but I would do them in little pillows.
Yeah, she's decided she might pick out.
Yeah, I'm
two.
definitely going to do that walrus because he is adorable.
But
I
yeah,
love walruses.
I'm really, really happy with how this is coming out. I love it.
Yeah,
So,
and me.
And these are in my bag from Sophie at Turtle Bay Stitches. So she made these for me, and I asked her, have you got any fabric that will go with this theme? She'd got multiple ones, so I picked this one, and then I had to pick this one, which is what my threads are being stored in. So that's my threads. So there's that one. So that one I have stitched in total since the last time you saw. I've stitched 1,304 stitches on that one, which would have been at least the puffin. I've got one more to show you, which
I always
is
think with cells it's a bit of a risk to take, really.
especially mystery cells. Yeah.
But I think that one, you
I
can't
tend
really go wrong
to,
with
yeah,
Arctic
with-
animals.
No.
Because if you googled them, they come up with a big list anyway.
Okay, so the last thing I've stitched on last whip is Festive Fridays. This is Christmas Rules by Primrose Cottage Stitches. I'm not joining in with this, but currently at the minute, Sherry from Just So Sherry and Rachel Talking Dog Stitcher are doing a stitch along where Sherry has broken it up into 5 pieces, which means that it would be finished for the 1st of December. I am not doing that, but go over to their channels and see their progress.
I think
on
Rachel's
that.
planning on doing a Flosstube every week now, which I'm happy about.
Yeah, this is in my Stitch-a-Majig bag as well. And I've got to show you the inside of this one, because this one is...
Very cool.
Look at that one. That is all embroidered.
Talented.
Amazing. So yeah, this is being stitched on another Megan fabric from Coffee Craft Fabrics on 14 count Ada, and I am using the called for threads.
Oh, it looks a bit puffy, by the way. It's because I've tucked the fabric underneath.
This one I'm having a bit of a mess with. I messed up somewhere in one of the stockings. I've had to frog quite a bit of this out, but yeah, I've done this section now, so I am moving up to drink hot chocolate, so I'm hoping that that will be better. But
I love the needle minder.
okay then, so are you done with your whips? Yeah, so that is, I stitched 447 stitches on that this time, but that is all of our stitching works in progress. We are going to stop, recoup all of our stuff, put things away, because we have Happy Mail haul plans and all the things.
Live
So
update.
yeah, okay, so for you we will be back in a minute.
A second. For us, be about 20.
So we are now going to move on to, we have some Happy Mail and we have some haul plans, Flosstube or the Flosstube, life update, and some stitchy days and retreats and things that we can talk to you about. So we're going to get straight on because we are well aware of how long this is taking, so we are going to go. So the first thing we've got is some Happy Mail, which our lovely friend, we've never met, but hopefully soon, because she just makes me feel so calm, and yeah, she's just lovely. It's our special friend, and it's Arlene. So it's Arlene Wild, and she is stitching in the Fens. If you've not watched her Flosstube, go over and watch her Flosstube. She does lots of, she's very creative. She is a mixed media artist, so she has lots of,
goes to a lot of shows.
Yeah, her and her husband
Simon,
yeah, go off in their caravan to loads of shows. She's really busy at the minute in the run up to Christmas, but she does come with me, so where she is, if she's at stately homes and stuff, and she shows you and talks about stuff like that as well, and the different people who are at the shows. And then when she does her Flosstube, she's so creative in the things that she does, and we'll show some of those things now. But and obviously I showed you before my Halloween pillow from Flossabilities. She did the fabric for that.
Yeah.
So
that was also part of our haul as well, wasn't it?
What, the Flossabilities
Yeah,
pillow?
the
Oh yeah,
pillow.
it was, yeah. It's been so long, I don't know what's going on. So yeah, we're going to get into what Arlene has sent us. And we are very grateful. Once again, thank you ever so much, Arlene. You are amazing. And we had the best little friend turn up as well.
Well, when we opened the parcel, I was like, what is this? Because it was wrapped like
a cone.
Strange, yeah. And then...
And this is who came. Look. We have a new little friend. And his name, he's come with his little tag and it says, my name is, and it's Hamish. So we have a new little friend called Hamish.
Yeah.
I think he's too big to go here, but he could be Rippet and Fudge's new friend. He
is. I'm sure they accept him. We have a little gnome over there, actually, that just hangs on.
We do. So we're getting a bit... He's got legs and stuff. He's a hanging gnomey, a winter gnomey. But yeah, so Arlene sent us Hamish to love, and he will be loved.
Yeah,
and looked after. So thank you very much, Arlene. So that wasn't... He didn't travel alone, though. No. Good old Hamish. Hamish brought some extra goodies with him. So she gave us a card as well. So this is her card, which actually is from an original watercolour by Emma Ball. So this is probably one of her friends, I imagine, that she goes to shows and stuff with, because she's got quite a few different people at the shows. So that is our little card with our little notes that came in it. So go on, Lauren, do you want to show some stuff that she...
So there was some tape in here. So this one says hope and joy. And then this one says special delivery. Then...
So we can use them for some of our finishing and things.
Yeah. Then she sent us some threads. So there was this really cool blue one, which looks a lot darker than it is in real life.
Like a metallic thread, sort of.
And then there's this like goldy browny one.
I don't mind working with metallic threads, but I actually really like working with them with one strand.
Yeah, I've worked on them before.
I think if you work with them with two strands, that's when it tends to sort of start knotting and stuff. But if I've used a couple of times with one strand, and it actually is fine.
Then she gave us these pins, which we are going to turn into needle minders. It says Ripper Strikes Again. I think so. It's Halloween, isn't it?
Yeah, we've got one each. So we're going to make those into needle minders now. So she sent us some little buttons to finish off. They're hand dyed and handmade, so she's
super cool.
Done those as well, so they'll be finished nicely. Then we got some finishing fabrics, which she sent us some of. So
this was the first one. It's like
I think she's used these herself, and these are like the excess ones, because I think in her last Flosstube before
I
the
love
colour.
that one for summer. I already have a pillow that would look good on that, the Hello Summer one.
Well, the nautical pillow, which we haven't started from Lauren at Flossabilities, but we do have it. That would look cool to finish that as well.
This will be getting used a lot.
Well,
all of them will.
We've also got this one, though, which would also be cool for the nautical pillow.
That one's cool.
So there's like boats and fish and lighthouse and stuff, whales. So we got that one. And then...
I like this one. I think Arlene loves chickens, I think.
And then we've got this one.
I like that. That's cool.
Some little chickens. So they are the fabrics, finishing fabrics. And then these are some more fabrics that she has dyed and sent us. So I've already cut off a chunk of this one, because this is the
Halloween pillow
spider one. So Arlene does these herself.
Yeah.
With printing and stuff, I imagine, or painting. And then she's done this one, which is a bit like It looks a bit like a leaf effect.
Yeah.
In some things, but I love that one as well. And then we've just got this, that piece there, which has also got print on it.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
So that's another cool one. So we've got those.
And then this is super duper cool. So I think she's done this for herself, hasn't she?
Yeah, she has.
This very nice bird.
She showed this in her Flosstube, and also she's shown how she finished. She hasn't stitched this bottom bit where the water is here. She has used watercolours and made the effect herself. So there is a video showing how she's
she also got like real life
watercolours
sticks and stuff and put them in there.
Yeah, and so she sent us this one to finish off. Which, look at that, she's pretty much done all of it apart from like the back stitch on it.
And the fabric, it looks like there's
and
rocks.
She's watercoloured that fabric. So
oh, it's so nice. So we're going to do the back stitch soon, aren't we?
we are, because we want to get that displayed.
Yeah, very
Probably
cool.
framed, I reckon. Do you think that would look cool framed?
Oh, that's really nice.
But yeah, we really like it. Because we thought, didn't we, to begin with, we were like, oh my god, she's
Oh, I thought that she accidentally put
she's
it
accidentally put in like a piece that she's not finished. So I messaged her and I was like, we think you've put some of your stitching in here that you've not finished. And she was like, oh no, she said I just got it to that point, I thought you might like to finish it off. And I was like, oh my god, I love it, thank you so much, so special.
So then I think she heard us saying on a Flosstube that we love these ones.
Yeah, Lauren's got a bit of a thing in with these little.
So there is Sparrow. Also on the back there is Chickadee and Robin, but obviously we don't have them.
So she sent you the leftover threads, hasn't she? Which we can, which I think are, so they're already on there, but and they're DMCs anyway, so they're easy to
rebuy,
kit up.
And then Chirpy as well, which I love this one.
Yeah, that's the one you really liked, wasn't it? Chirpy. I like the robin actually. That robin is super cute.
You love robin.
I do. I think it's just because like when my nan passed away, that's what my mum associates. Like whenever a robin comes near, my mum's like,
that's why I'm doing the robin. That's why I did the robin thing. For my nan.
Whereas I associate more with butterflies, because every time we used to go to the crematorium, and on the day that she passed, the day that her funeral was, there was butterflies just came in front. So that's what my association, but my mum is sort of a big robin thing. So that is everything we got from Arlene for Stitchy the Happy Mail, didn't we?
Yeah.
So thank you very much, Arlene. We love it. Hamish is already pride of place with his little gnomey friend.
And near your gnome frame.
And near my gnome birthstone, cross stitch. So he will get pride of place and will be loved. And thank you for everything else. We will utilise it and already have. So thank you, Arlene. If you haven't been over, go watch her Flosstube. It's Stitching in the Fens.
Should I show these?
Okay, so we are now on to purchases. So this is a haul, what we have purchased. So like we said, we purchased the Halloween pillow from Flossabilities. And then we've just accumulated some things, not necessarily Stitchy related, but some Halloween themed and stuff. So
we've got some stickers. These are my ones, pumpkins.
These are to go in our diary or my book of days and things. So we've got these.
And then you got these ones,
which reminded me of Beetlejuice.
Yeah, I mean, that reminds me of the house. Or that one.
And the colours as well, I think it was. So yeah, I got those to do that. I just picked up some more of these, which are like A5 wallets, which go in my folder. I've got like an A5 ring binder folder to put my my finished cards from Sword Designs and stuff. So I picked up some more of those.
Should show the needle minders.
Go on then. We've got a fair few needle minders as well. I went on a bit of a needle minder spree, so Lauren's happy that we can use them now.
So from Project Stitchcraft, here's her little card. Oh god. You surprised me with two little needle minders.
Surprise you.
So here was the first one. Rip it on a lily pad, but with the things that they came on. we can use them for floss drops, can't we?
Yeah, I can make a floss drop out of that, so.
Which is cool. So there's Rip It's. I've been waiting to use these.
They also do accompanying things. So there's the not only do they do needle minders, but they do other things to go with them. No, like floss drops. They do actual floss drops and ring bling. That's what I was like, the ring thing. So.
And then I also got a little hedgehog because I love hedgehogs.
Which I thought would go with your blue flower pattern.
It would.
Because I was going to get you the ring bling for the frog, and then I thought, oh no, that would go with a blue flower pattern.
Yeah.
Which you need to kit up because you really want to start that.
I do.
So you got that one, and then I got this one, which I got from Laura, who is Cotton and Clay. So she is butterfly stitches on Flosstube and Cotton and Clay on Etsy. And although her shop is currently shut at the moment for a few weeks, as she is having renovations done on her property and she doesn't want to be trying to make things in that time, so I think she's got like a 6-week hold on this at the moment. But she does like monthly like a needle minder of the month type of thing, which is a good price. And the last one, I don't think she's done one since that one, but the last one she did was this swan one, which I think she did for, I'll take it out of the thing, sorry for the crinkle. She did it for a project that was coming out, I think, or that she was stitching and other people were, but that is,
it's being a bit weird.
Just block my face out. But yeah, it's a really gorgeous swan.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is Cotton and Clay UK, and she is Butterfly Stitches on Flosstube. So that is Laura.
Then this woman's called Lauren, like me, but spelled differently. So this is
Actually,
Stitch Bunny.
Spelled the proper way.
Yeah.
Not the way that I spell yours.
Stitch Bunny. I think this is from, isn't it?
Yeah, so the Stitch Bunny on Flosstube, and she has an Etsy shop as well, or a stitchbunny.co.uk is her shop, and she's got needle minders, fabrics, and other things.
On the back,
well.
she said new products added plus restocked weekly, so that's cool.
Oh, here we go. So she's got a huge selection of needle minders, PDF patterns, kits including Bothy and Rendale, hand-dyed threads, fancy wooden floss bobbins, stitchable metal and wooden bookmarks, finishing touches like decorative hoops, trims, charms, backing felts and fabrics, and she's also got printed hand-dyed aiders and even weaves. So that is Lauren, who is Cross Stitch Bunny. So go over and check her out on Flosstube and stitchbunny.co.uk.
So you got me this fudge, didn't you?
Which, funnily enough, because Lauren's got a couple of Rip It needle, and I got that one for her, but we couldn't find one with fudge on it. So I was looking around and this one popped up, and I thought, oh, I'm not sure because of obviously the flowers and stuff, the plants in it, but I couldn't really find anything else I liked. And then I thought, actually, super cute.
Yes.
So I ordered it, and then you got a message, didn't you, from Tan, our enabler, Tan, who is the monogamous cross stitcher. And Lauren said, oh, Mum, look at this. Tan's just shown me this message. She's just shown me this needle minder. And I was like, oh, really? That's nice. She's like, well, can you order it for me? I was like, I'm not sure about that one. I said, maybe. And then it came, and then she was like, oh, you listened to Tan then? I said, no, I didn't listen to Tan. I said, I'd already ordered it. And I was trying to, so we were obviously in sync. But yeah,
so now I've got Rip It.
So you got fudge and Rip It, haven't you?
And then you got these for our auntie, for my auntie.
Oh yeah, my sister is big into Highland cows, and every time we've been to a retreat and I come back and I show stuff, or I tell stuff to my mum. We came back from the big stitch and I was like, oh, I got some needle minders. She goes, did you get me one? And I said, no, why? I said, you don't really? She goes, yes, I do. She goes, you know, I've started doing some cross stitch. And I was like, Okay, well, I'll sort that out for you. So when we were on there and I saw these needle minders, so she can have 2 now to keep her flaming quiet.
Yeah. So they're the
So that's,
needle
and then
minders.
I picked up some for myself. So I picked up this one, which is Baby Pooh and Friends. And then I also picked up that one, which I don't know if it's gonna. So it's like nighttime animals. So it says, "Stay wild and full of wonder," and it's got like owls and stuff on there, and I love owls as well. Speaking of staying wild and full of wonder, I don't know if anybody's heard about this, but we live not far away from a zoo. So in Telford there is a zoo. Well, it was a farm, but it's now called Who Zoo. We've not been there for a long time, but a capybara went on the run and was gone for, I think it escaped on a Friday and had gone for, they collected it yesterday, so literally pretty much a week. And they were spotted it, and they were sending drones up, and it was just in really awkward places that they couldn't get to and things, so they kept an eye on it. And then yesterday, so we've all been as like the community on the news, the local news, and everyone was like, "Oh, watch out for this capybara called Cinnamon." She was called Cinnamon, and yeah, they caught her yesterday. Someone had spotted her going towards some water, which I think she was in, because there's a video footage on their page
of stretching her.
Yeah, them trying to get her out.
Getting her out on a stretcher.
But they've got her. She's back in with her brother, who is called Churro, so Cinnamon Churro.
Love
and
that.
She's just trying to get back into being back with her. But yeah, wild and free.
She's okay, thankfully.
She is okay. Bless her. But yeah,
I love
super
capybaras.
cute. So if you've heard of the capybara Cinnamon, it's about a 20-minute drive from here. Is where she is.
She's famous now,
She
just
is.
by escaping.
I've got a picture. I'll put up one. Yeah, I'll find one. Show you. So yeah, that is where the needle minders. We got the needle minders. I also picked up some Wednesday badges, which I am going to make into my own needle minders. So I've got those ones. Oh, let me see what else I've got. Oh, I picked up some more of these. So you guys will have seen these before. These are my Winnie the Pooh floss drops. So I've got Winnie the Pooh, Eeyore, his little bow.
That was my favourite one.
And Piglet.
They don't have Tigger, do they?
No, and I wish they did, because then it would be like the 4. So, but they are what I'm using for, which I haven't started yet, but my Winnie the Pooh calendar project. And this is from dougusco.etsy.com. So I'll put it in. It's dougusco.etsy.com. And once again, that was an enablement from Tan, but I didn't have enough. So I've gone back and purchased some more of those. You got anything else?
I've just got the work stuff.
Oh, well, shall I do the rest of mine and you can do the work?
Stuff.
So I've also got this, which wasn't a haul actually. This was something that my mum gave to me. So she goes to it's like a country club, music club thing with a load of friends, and they had a raffle on, and it was like a thing for the girls. And so in the parcel was a few different things, wasn't it? Did you get something?
I got like nails.
Oh, like a nail lamp type thing, and nail varnish. And my mum got this for me, so it's a needle book, and it's got licorice all sorts on it. So yeah, I super like that. So I've got a little needle book, which I'm getting so many needles. I've already got a needle book that I got I purchased it from a charity shop while we were away somewhere, but it's like full of needles and stuff, because I keep buying them.
I think. I've made both of mine.
Yeah, you have actually. One of them was from a stitch that your sister did, wasn't it?
And
that we finished it off.
I might be able to show.
You find that, then I'll show this. So this is another Winnie the Pooh that I picked up from a D-Stash page. So this is a Designer Stitches. This is Pooh's new friend, which is B7. And it again is Debbie Minton for Designer Stitches. So I purchased that one.
I found them.
Okay, go on then. You
So
shout.
this is the first needle book that I ever made. This is when I stitched on binker and wool.
Yeah.
So this was years and years ago. So that is my first name, obviously, and then that's my last initial.
Yeah.
And then on the back I just did a heart and the border, and then inside I've got like different needles.
Yeah, so not in
Yeah.
like just.
And then here was the one I made in the lessons that I used to do. I don't do them anymore, but.
Oh yeah, the online lesson you did.
So this was what my sister stitched ages and ages
Yeah,
ago.
she doesn't stitch anymore, but that was what she used to do. And
So
then...
I just stuck it on there with like this fabric. I got a bobbin button, and then inside these have got my needles that I regularly use. Because this one's my favourite, I think.
That was when you used the sewing machine as well for
Yeah.
it, didn't you?
So just thought I'd add that in.
I'll add those in. Okay, the next thing I'm going to show you is I've got the next part of my Peter Rabbit.
Oh, these are really crinkly, these
I
ones.
know, I'm just going to show them quickly because I'm not going to get them out. My Peter Rabbit.
You're beautiful.
Well, because it says beautiful projects on there. Subscription. Words. Okay, so I got this one. So this is number 15 with some more threads to it. And then number 60, which I actually quite like. I've not noticed that before, but I like that. The tree that's been put in the box. And actually, they have boxes like this at the works.
You know what would be good? Black fabric with that. It looks like a silhouette. Like
It does. It actually looks really nice. I quite like that. And that's nothing to do with Beatrice, but
they always come with free charge.
then this one, yeah, they've got lots. I need to get all these into my thingy and sort the thread out. And then I got number 18, which was more threads.
I didn't know you got that.
And then this, came with it. It's this time with the subscription. So this is a little cup and saucer.
Oh, that's really cute.
It's actually got I didn't notice that before actually. It's got a thingy in it. Might have to contact them. It's got a little, I don't know if you can see it, a little chip line across there. But that's the plate, the saucer, and then
it's probably the delivery driver.
probably they chuck them around like no one's been. And there's the little cup. So there's Peter Rabbit.
That's cute.
And then there's. I feel like I need to have a Peter Rabbit stitching day because I've not really touched that since then. But the fabric is so stiff. I'm going to keep this out and contact them. So I need to watch Peter Rabbit and stitch on it. I've still got the little one. Have you still got that little one?
Yeah, I'm going to do Jemima's Sodastitch. I finished the little one.
Okay, so I'm going to contact them. But yeah, that came with the subscription for that. And I've got one more thing before Lauren's got something to show you. This I am showing.
The stitch.
Oh yeah, that's down there, sorry. So I picked up this. We were in a charity shop.
I think it's
sure it was a charity shop.
You might have just gotten it. I don't know.
I think it was from a charity shop. Or it might have, you know what, it could have even been Home Bargains, you know.
I think you just think, oh, I like that.
I can't remember, but I looked at it and thought, oh my god, that would be lovely for an autumn finish.
It was in a shop in Aberystwyth, I know that.
Was it? So you know that more than I do.
Because we got that thing from Aberystwyth.
Anyway, I just thought, I liked the look of this wood effect and thought I could put an autumn finish in this. It's got nothing planned, but I just liked the difference because it's like a
bamboo.
Yeah, effect. So I picked that up. And also, right, this is what Lauren was talking about. Look at what I picked up from, this is from a charity shop in Aberystwyth. I walked in.
£2.50.
And I always go in and check if there's any Stitchy related things or anything like that. And I saw this. Now I need to take it out because I don't I want to reframe it. But I saw this. It does need a clean. And I had to get it. I love this. And the whole thing, was £2.50. but it's battened. It's got like some battening behind it, but it's not behind glass or anything. So I don't know if you can pick it up, but the actual fabric is quite dirty.
It is.
So I've picked up some like hand wash thing, and I'm going to take it out of here and soak it and try and clean it up a little bit and then reframe it. Because I absolutely love this. This is one of the old... I'm not sure what the pattern is, but it reminds me of... God, you're all going to be shouting at me now.
I don't even know what you're on about.
There's a particular designer that I've seen these types... I don't know what this pattern is. I haven't looked it up.
I would be raging if my cross stitch, like that big of a piece, went for £2.50. I'd be mad.
The problem is, though, like we said before, the thing is, I've picked it up and I'm going to look after it, and someone who is a stitcher is going to. But yeah, I mean, it's got the metallic threads in it. It's going to be up for Christmas and winter. I absolutely love it. It's my type of thing. It's like Victorian-y style children stuff. I love it.
This straight away reminded me of one of our decorations we have on our window at Christmas. It's like two snowmen. I don't know. Obviously they're not, but they're like putting letters through the letterbox, and it just reminds me of it. It lights up on our window. Yeah,
I love it. So I picked that up. So yeah, it's going to be, and the backing's like that. It's just been stuck on. I don't know what. Haven't looked at what the backing or anything is. I don't know how old it is, but it's coming off anyway and being So I'll show it you when I've cleaned it up, and I'll find out a bit more information about it. But they're
very neat stitches.
They are neat stitches, especially the metallic threads on
Imagine how much counting that would be from separate
for each one,
yeah,
which makes me wonder when I look at the back. I bet there's a lot of spider webs all over it. But yeah, so I've recovered something and I really love it, so it's going to go up. So yeah. So, and then we did a bit of a Halloween finishing haul thing from the works, so Lauren's going to show.
And the Beetlejuice thing I showed you earlier in the video was from the works as well.
Oh yeah, the finishing frame.
Obviously not all the paint in it. Oh. So we got these little gnomes.
Because of course we have to, so.
I'm pretty sure we've already got these something similar, but of course we have to get more, and the hat's so fluffy.
They're like £1.50 for goodness sake. I can't like leave them there. You know what, I've got an obsession with them. Oh, what a treat. See, that would be a do again. You could have, if we didn't had thingy framed things for our intro, that would have been a perfect one.
We always have to make silly poses. Well, we put like hoops through our head once. Anyways, we got them. Then I saw these and I was like, I really want these, because they were literally £1. So just wooden hanging.
I mean, you might have something that's small enough to go on there, but even if not, just paint it up and put up.
I'm gonna paint it something nice. I did have two.
You know what you could do?
But they're finished already.
You could pull up one of the blocks from Lorans Flossabilities.
Yeah.
Just stitch one of the blocks and finish it on
in a
here.
Big account, like.
Well, I don't know, because I think if you finished it and then put it on something, it would fit on there perfectly.
She's got a spider on.
She has got a spider on there.
Good idea. She's also got a bat, I think. Bats.
Yeah, there is bats
and
on there.
We've got a bat here.
Yeah, which probably would fit there as well. That would be perfect. You could just pull up one or two of them and get them finished on there.
So they were £1 each, and I thought I'll give them a bit of painting, spruce up. Perfect for finish. Then you got this one, which I think would look really good in your.
I might finish the Halloween
I think
pillow
you
off
got
in
something
that.
similar to this last year. If you're
but it's not a standing one. I think it's a hanging one. But yeah, my Alison's Halloween 4-squared Halloween thing.
And today we are gonna decorate our.
We're pulling out our autumn and Halloween stuff
Already.
Just so, because it needs to stay up for as long as possible.
Because we've currently got summer stuff up and it's not really the vibe anymore. But yeah, that was £4. Then we bought these little wooden embellishments.
Yeah, so I thought they could do for like finishing, just paint a little bit and then just put them on the bottom of some of our finishing things.
A lot of wooden stuff in the works, I think. And then these little design pads. I've got some Christmas ones.
Yeah, I make a floss drops out of those when I make them.
So they're just like...
It's a different...
It's
normally pages. 2 or 3 of each one, yeah. But you can also use them. I've used them before, these, to like, so for example, not that you would on here, but like to back the board. So if you didn't want to paint it, I've just stuck that, like I've got a bee one over there, which I've stuck on the back of the board. So you don't have to necessarily paint the board. You can just put like a finishing thing on it.
We've then got this, which is a cauldron.
It's like a 3D wooden cauldron. I'm not sure what I would put inside it, but I could have 2 finishes. Potentially. I mean, I could have finishes all the way around, because I could have one there, and then some little ones on the side.
Any ideas then?
I don't know, because it's quite deep, this is. So to put a pillow or something in it would be, you wouldn't see it.
No.
But I liked it anyway. For £4, I thought it's perfect.
The last thing was another one of these.
We always pick up them.
I've painted one. Well, this was from ages ago, but we got another one because they're good. So that was everything.
So that is our haul. Okay, so that is everything that we've purchased and been given. We're going to move on briefly to plans, so I'm hoping to get this round up a little bit now.
Yeah.
But the Stitchy plans I have until the next time we see you, which hopefully will only be a couple of weeks. I'm really hoping, because this is ridiculous. Yeah, we really appreciate you sticking around for it, but we needed to get this done today while everyone's out of the house. So my Stitchy plans are, we are going to do the September calendar sale. So let me show you what this one's like. Going to kit this up, or make sure we've got the threads and stuff for it today. And that is what it looks like. So we have the acorn, and then in the blocks is a haystack, a rucksack, and blackberry.
I like the haystack one.
So we've probably got most of the threads, but you never know, as it changes the season, they change. But that's what we're going to do. So that's my plan on that, is to start and finish that by the next time we see you. I am going to be finishing off Clue 5 of my Arctic Animals sal, so that's the hare. Obviously, my Terrifying Tuesday, Winnie the Pooh Wednesday, Festive Friday, that's still going to go. I will spin my wheels for Tuesday and Friday. And I'm also going to do some more work on my nautical tier, which is my tiered tray sal. Anything else, not that I'm getting much free time other than that, I will spin my wheel for my other whips and pick whips off that. Any plans?
Yeah, so start the September one. If we're back usual time, I'm hoping it will get finished, but I don't know. More on the Stitchy tier. I want to start the Beetlejuice.
Good morning, Maui.
But I want to order some threads from Rachel, because it's easier just rather than going through all of these, when I can just,
I've got 3,000 threads. So.
Yeah, it's fine. And also the last plan is to get back some of the normal whips that I stitch on, rather than the older ones.
Oh, so you're gonna swap out your bow.
Yeah, so that's my plan.
Okay, we're also gonna, like we said before, change up our
today.
Our autumn theme thing. So that's our plans coming back next time. From what I've seen, although it was 6 weeks, but from the last lot of plans I gave you, I pretty much did what I said I was going to do.
And me, I think.
So the plans are working out well for me, and obviously having these particular days are also working out, because I am getting stuff pulled out that I haven't stitched for quite a while. So we're now going to move on. Next segment is our Flosstuber of the Flosstube. So this is when we try and shout out a newer Flosstube, or a new one to us anyway. We didn't do one in our last Flosstube because we'd been away and not really caught up. We had a carnival and stuff going on, so we'd not really done it. But this time we have a massive, huge shout out to our friend Maggie, who is homemade ridge on Instagram.
Is it homemade or handmade on Flosstube? It's different to her
Homemade,
Instagram.
isn't it? Homemade on the ridge, it's called.
What's her Instagram called?
I'm going to put them below because now she's questioning me.
I feel like one word's different. It's either handmade or homemade. I don't know. I probably got it wrong.
Right, okay. We're going to put them across the bottom because this is really bad. I'm so sorry, Maggie.
I've just violated you.
She's just completely
you were in your jam
then. Yeah, so she has started a Flosstube. We've only been badgering her, probably most of the stitching community, for ages, and she's finally taken the plunge. She's done a fantastic job. Her first Flosstube was like she'd always done it.
Although I think one of her sons said that it sounded like she was in an interview.
Yeah, probably. Although she's doing well because we wouldn't do it with someone else being sat here in the same room as us. So
and she's just put her third one up, which
the third one
tonight.
Third one was up last night. So Lauren was about to go to bed and she's like, "Don't you dare watch that without me." I get strict rules as to who I cannot watch without Lauren.
There is a lot of people you can't watch without me.
There is a lot of people, a huge amount of people. So
probably most of the list. We've also found a new one called Stuart Gets... What's his name? Stuart Stitches?
I think so.
He is fun.
So we'll talk about him next time. We've also... I've got another one called the Snitch Stitcher. So we've got a few, but... Maggie is from America, so she's from Arkansas. She does amazing stitching, but also a ton of other crafts. Her finishes are like nothing else I've seen. She is super crafty. From the whole family are, even the boys and stuff. She's got 3 boys.
2 of them are drummers, I think.
Yeah, they're musically, but they're all quite crafty but her finishes are amazing. Go over and see her channel. Her
husband is a woodworker as well.
He does a lot of they do a lot. But
which is nice.
Go over, check out her channel. The details will all be down below and on the screen. Because Lauren's made me second guess myself. Her Instagram and her other posts. She's very active on Instagram as well. Lots of stories and reels and stuff that shows you her finishing and things as well.
And she's obsessed with Snoopy like me. So that's good seeing her.
And she shows a lot of her finishing crafty stuff. So Maggie, well done. You're doing amazing. We're so pleased you're on Flosstube. And keep going. And we'll be watching number 3 tonight.
Will be.
So that is our Flosstuber of the Flosstube. We will be talking about some more next time, but we've got a couple more to talk about if we don't get other ones.
Sure we will.
Okay, next one.
I think we've got 150 subscriptions or something.
Well, I have 2 different ones because I have our one which we watch on our TV upstairs, and then I've also got my one is what we watch on our TV, and then we've got our one which is on my phone. So when people say shout people out, I go on my phone and do it, and then I have to go over onto my other one and do it. So sometimes most of the people have got 2 views, 2 subscriptions from us because I have it on my phone and on my thing, and then sometimes I forget to do it. So there's that as well. But we're going to move on. We've got some Stitchy days and retreats coming up. So
super excited.
We've only got a couple, but we are excited. So on Tan, who is the monogamous cross stitcher on Flosstube, and CXC by Tan on Instagram. She has got a special birthday coming up very soon. She is an October baby, like Lauren is. So
hers is the day after my birthday, which is crazy. Libras.
And she's having a Stitchy day. So it's not like a retreat, it's just like a Stitchy day. Not too far from us, but she has invited us to go, and we are going to spend some time with her and her friends. There's quite a few going on her birthday Stitchy day, so we're looking forward to that. That's the beginning of October. And then there was a Floss Friends retreat coming up in November, and I am having, although we were booked on to April, I think it's April this year, or May, I don't know, I get confused. But we're booked on to the early one next year. I have had serious FOMO. Even though we've just been to Big Stitch, I'm like, I want to go. So I reached out to Sammy, and she was like, oh, I don't know, I think we're like booked up. I said, that's fine, no problem. But then she got back to me. She got back to me and she was like, yeah, we can fit you guys in. And I was like, oh my God. So I had to quickly get onto the hotel and make sure that there was room for us to stay, because it's really easy. It's just easy. You can come and go. We can go back to the room for a bit, come back down later on at night and stuff. No, we don't.
always stay in the Stitchy room.
But it's just nice, and there's no rushing around. You just know where you are and stuff. So, so yes, there was. So we are coming for the weekend in November, which we weren't doing, and we are super excited. Although Lauren had a complete hissy fit at me because she was like, I'm not going to be able to spend much money because she's going to Horse of the Year show for her birthday, which is in October. And she's been saving up for all of that, haven't you? All year. So she was like, I'm not going to have any money. I said, you can go to a retreat without buying stuff. And she went, no, we can't though, can we? And I said, but you can. People can go to retreats without buying stuff. Anybody who knows us at retreats knows that's not going to happen. But she had a proper hissy fit at me.
But I guess it's fine, I guess, because we still going
to see all our friends. Yeah.
So then I can have more time.
And I'm on the waiting list for October next year as well.
Oh my days.
Proper fear of missing out. This is the only retreats you go to. We've got there's lots of people that go all the time now, so it's proper. It's like going to meet up with friends and stuff, going having a chat.
Even though at first I thought, oh God, I'm not going to like the Big Stitch because I thought I'd be terrified of it. I really liked that one, but now it feels like, because it's smaller, it feels like it's not really nervous, no nerves.
Yeah, you just walk in with your bunch of friends. It's just a proper.
I haven't got any nerves this time.
We don't have nerves anymore. We're going in to chat with friends and.
Yeah. But it's going to be quite dark by the time we get there, isn't it?
Yeah, we've not done a later in the year one before, have we? We've done, our first one was in July, and then we've done earlier ones. We've not done, because normally, the week before this we'll be closing our caravan down, so then we'll come the weekend after. So we haven't normally done, so it'll be a bit darker and stuff.
Sorry, I've gone off subject. Hamish has got a pin in his...
Yeah, the pin is what holds the name tag saying, hi, my name is Hamish.
Sorry.
She's gone very off topic. We're supposed to be getting this done quickly and we're off topic. So yeah, if you go into the November retreat, which I know there's quite a few people are because I'm on the events page so I can see, let us know down below, give us a wave. We are coming. Brace yourselves, people. We are coming.
We are.
Like a whirlwind. And we're super excited.
I think Rachel's gonna be there with her shop.
And Stitchamajig's gonna be there.
I'm gonna just hide.
But we're not gonna purchase anything.
I'm gonna hide under a blanket, I think. In the corner of the room. I'm not buying.
Yeah, okay.
That could be.
Anybody who's at the retreat, I'm not saying I'm not buying. Anybody who's at the retreat has heard Lauren, so if she goes anywhere near a table or makes me to, you're like, no, you said you weren't buying. You're not buying. She spends my money anyway most of the time. So.
I can get stuff off the freebie table though. I'll still have some.
Oh, I can hear everybody going, oh, Lauren. Yeah. Poor Lauren. Need to get our violins going.
No. I'm sure I'll get
I'm sure she'll be fine.
I'm sure I'll be able to save up a little bit.
I did say to her that she didn't have to come with me. I could come by myself, and the look of horror on her face was like, not doing that without me.
But anyway, so we've got a retreat.
So yeah, we've got 2 coming up. We're super happy. And that's about it for Stitchy related stuff. We are going to do a bit of life update as quite a bit. Some of it I am going to give a trigger warning on one thing. But if you're not here for life update, thank you ever so much for being here. I know it's been a long one. We are normally quite long with it being two of us, but not normally this long. We really do appreciate you being here. Any new people, thank you for joining us. We hope you like what you've seen, and if you could consider subscribing to our channel and liking our video to get us out there a bit more, we'd be really grateful. And hopefully we'll see you in a couple of weeks. We can't promise it. Hopefully we will see you in a couple of weeks. Okay, for those of you that are sticking around for our life update, I'm going to give a trigger warning at the beginning. So if you don't want to hear it, you can tune out or go now. We are going to be discussing cancer and death from cancer. So if that is a trigger warning for you, we totally understand, and we will catch up with you again. So I'm going to put that at the end because I want to talk about the life update first, but we will be discussing that. So we understand if you don't want to be around that. So first of all, catching up with us lot. Ryan, who is my oldest son, he has been all cleared to drive by the DVLA. So anybody that is new, that is sticking around, my son had a detached retina about 18 months ago from a football injury to his eye. He has had multiple surgeries and now still has quite blurred vision in the one eye. And his job is driving. So they were insisting that the DVLA cleared him medically, even though the consultant said he was fine to drive, and his one eye is perfectly fine. He has had multiple eye tests and stuff as well. So we've been through all of that. He's had independent eye tests with the opticians, and he has been cleared medically to drive as it stands right now by the DVLA. So that is awesome. His job is fine. That is a weight off all of our shoulders. So yeah, that's Ryan. Good news there. Me, I have started an early morning cleaning job as well at the same school with the same company. I'm just doing about an hour and a half in the mornings as well, which obviously is what's going to pay for all my Stitchy stuff. So yeah, I go there about 6:30 in the morning. I'm finished and out before the kids come in. So I'm out just after 8 o'clock, get to do what we need to do. And then I'm back in then again, 2:30, 3 o'clock until 6 o'clock at night. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. And yeah, it predominantly is for my Stitchy retreats and the stuff you have to do, eh?
And tack shop.
Oh yeah, and obviously Lauren and mine's horse related obsession. So yeah, that's me. Other than that, I'm pretty good, really. Everything's okay. Lauren, like I said, she has a very special birthday. Well, it's not a special one, but every birthday's special when you're her age, aren't they? So the 11th of October, I am going to have a 15-year-old. How on earth did that happen?
2 years I can learn to drive. That's a bit scary.
And for your birthday, the day before your birthday, you're going to Horse of the Year show, aren't you, with your friend? So while I'm slaving away at work, she's going for a sleepover at her friend's house, and then her mum's taking both of them to Horse of the Year show at Birmingham.
4:30 we got to get up in the morning, which I'm not excited for.
Well,
I'm
choosing,
so tired for my birthday.
So yeah, she's been saving up, haven't you, all year? Because obviously you can't go somewhere like that. It's a bit like going to a retreat and not purchasing. You got to go to a Horse of the Year show and buy stuff. So she's been saving up. So you're really looking forward to that, aren't you?
I am, but I do hope most of the stands are cash as well as card, because I don't have a card, but I do hope it's cash, because that's the only thing I'm a bit like, oh god.
Yeah.
Might not be able to get some stuff.
I'm sure you will. You'll be fine. So that's you. You haven't got anything else much, have you?
On my birthday, actually, I think we're going to the Nimble Thimble, aren't we?
Well, we do like to. She's coming back home the night of Horse of the Year show, so she can have a birthday. So, although I'm working on her birthday, we can head over and to Nimble Thimble, and then we go and have a cupcake at Crystal's Cupcakes, which you're roping your nan into as well, aren't you?
She's not complaining about that.
I'm sure my sister will want to as well, because you know people can't miss a Crystal Cupcake opportunity.
No,
so
that's so good.
So that's what you'll be doing. Horse related, Lauren tried a different horse, didn't you?
Yeah.
Missed her old Toblerone Tobster. So you rode him again this week, didn't you?
Yeah.
But she's got a plan. She's got 3 different horses she's going to
Well, I
split
think I'm
between.
only going to do 2 now. I think I'm only going to do Blackjack and Toby. But if I want a bit of a bigger horse to ride, I'll ride Taron, which is a thoroughbred. And I've ridden him a few times.
He is super cute.
I think he's an X-race horse.
But Toby
so
is just like... We're going to put a picture up of the 2 horses that we ride together, because they were proper like...
Oh, they were so cute.
Loving it on each other this year. So I've got... The one that I ride is... called Freya, and there's Toby, and they're just together, and when they're together in the barn, they're just like all over each other trying to eat.
Toby was biting Freya. I think she got way too close to him. Yeah. I think he was like,
Freya was stealing her food, I think. His food. So yeah, I'll put a picture up of the 2 horses that we ride here.
Toby is back. He's back.
Guess who's back? So yeah, that's that. So that's me and Lauren. We have so Morgan, who's my other daughter, unfortunately lost her job, which is part of the reason that we haven't been on as well, because she has been here all the time. It was not her fault, I hasten to add. She is no angel, but she was a manager of a coffee shop which she had been with for 4 years, not managing, but had gone up from pot washing all the way to managing. She had been a fantastic job of bringing the one coffee shop up quite well, to be honest, subsidising the other one, which they have lost that coffee shop. So from having 4 in the group to now 1, I don't know, the management they just don't seem to know what they're doing. But Morgan was doing quite well. She hardly ever had holidays. She never really took her holidays. And yeah, they were insistent on her taking holiday leave. So she took 2 weeks holiday, which she was going camping and away with her boyfriend and things. And in that time, there was a WhatsApp group which the owner basically said that she needed her for 2 of the days because she had a baby shower and something else to do. So Morgan didn't see that, didn't turn up, and then got a phone call on the one day to say that she was due in by another member of staff. And it all escalated from there. Morgan's car was due in at a garage, so she couldn't get in there even if she wanted to, and also it was booked time off. So it all kicked off. The manager was extremely rude. Not a very nice person to deal with, and told her that she wouldn't have given her 3 weekends off in 2 weeks anyway. It's not part of her policy. But her policy doesn't exist because they don't have a contract, so they're all on 0-hour contracts. So unfortunately Morgan went in the next day and she told her to leave, and there's not anything that we could have done about it because there's no contract. But because of this reason, she is now finding it difficult to get another job, because when they ask what happened with her previous job, it doesn't sound right, does it? You know, she took holiday, and when she came back, she was told to go. So we are really struggling with this issue at the moment, because she is a good worker. She's a hard worker. She turns up on time, and somebody has basically messed with that, and she doesn't like being at home. She likes having her own money to do things. So yeah, we've got that grief at the moment. To be honest, it is not fun. It's not fair. And yeah, she's learned a hard lesson, which is do not go on a 0-hour contract again, because you have nothing whatsoever to fall back on. So yeah, that is that. So we're struggling with that. Ethan's still not got a job either. However, he is back at college and he's doing what he loves. He was taken on as a level 1 carpentry. So he is super happy at the minute. He goes to college happy. He's doing what he wants to do. He's made new friends. And he's gym orientated. That kid is completely obsessed with the gym. He bikes there. He's there every night. Yeah, obsession is what I'd like to call it. But he's happy. So he just needs a part-time job, which we are trying to work on with that as well.
We went bowling, didn't we?
Yeah, so one day we went, spent a weekend here when it was bad weather here, so we went bowling. And then the day after we went to watch Beetlejuice, the new one.
Love it.
So, I mean, anybody who's seen it, absolutely love it. But Bob, you've got to love Bob.
Poor Bob.
So, yeah, we had an amazing time. We love it. Not sure which one we prefer more.
I think if you want a laugh, number 2.
Yeah, we were proper giggling.
Yeah. And like my dad and Ethan was like looking at us like, because they came with us, but I don't think they've ever watched the first Beetlejuice, have they?
Well, Ethan definitely hasn't.
No.
So I'm surprised he even came. But he did say he liked it. He did say it was all right.
I think it's because that Jenna
Ortega
was in there. He's got a bit of a crush on her.
So yeah, we had a fab time with that.
We did.
Yeah, and it's put us in a bit of a Beetlejuice mood now. I went and got a blanket. You're wanting to stitch more.
It was supposed to be shared, and then it seemed to be yours, and every single night she was like nicking it off me, and I was like, so I decided to get my own blanket, which isn't Beetlejuice, but it's Halloween themed anyway, because you robbed it. It's supposed to be ours. But anyways.
Sometimes I just have to have something for myself, you know.
It is supposed to be shared.
Okay. So yeah, we had a fab time with that as well. My mum and dad, well, my mum is still waiting for a hospital appointment. She is struggling with pain in everywhere. I don't even know what's going on there. The doctors are really not being very happy or supportive. She now thinks she's got neuropathy in her feet. Chiropodist has told her that's what she thinks it is. So, and she nearly fell backwards down the stairs one night last week. So me and my husband are now this weekend or tomorrow going to fit handrails up the stairs, because currently at the moment she is going up the stairs on her hands and getting to a corner, like my mum's got a corner staircase, and as she gets up there's nothing to hold on to. She loses her balance, and we are lucky that she didn't have a serious injury, so we are trying the handrails. If not, then she is going to have to look at a stair lift, no matter how much she
because she's going to be left alone for a few days near my birthday time.
Yeah, my dad and my uncle are going
France
away for a few days. So that's stressing me out a little bit. But if I said to her, I'll come and stay over, she'd have a complete fit. So I'm not sure what to do. But she's got she's booked a doctor's appointment for a couple of weeks, because that's about as quick as you can get a doctor's appointment here. And she's hoping that she can try and find some more answers out, at least if she's actually been referred to the orthopaedic hospital. But yeah, she's not in a... Some days are better than other, and some days she just is not in a good place, is she?
No.
So try and keep her upbeat a little bit, but it's hard. So yeah, that's my mum. My dad, he had a shoulder operation which does not appear to have worked, or something is severely irritated. So he is now having an MRI scan because the surgeon is not happy. I don't know. It's just a thing, isn't it? My sister is due to go into the orthopaedic hospital. She has rheumatoid arthritis, fibromyalgia. She's got rods in her back from a crumbling spine, etc, etc, etc. So she was going into the orthopaedic hospital for a week's well, it's not rest, it's basically like pain management.
It's a spa, really.
It's a pain management sort of stay-in where they can check different things. She goes in the hydrotherapy pool. If she needs medication changes, she can.
You got spoiled, basically.
Just lots of things in-house. She was meant to be going there for a week. The day before she went in, she came down with a horrendous stomach bug. So she has not been in there. So that's got to be re-evaluated. So there's that. I think that's it, other than a trigger warning, which we gave at the beginning. So this is where I'm going to be talking about it. We are going to a funeral on Monday, aren't we? So today's Saturday, we're going to a funeral. A friend of ours, well, he works with my husband, but they're friends. His wife was diagnosed with cancer, ovarian cancer. She went to hospital with some pains, and they found a tumour. She was diagnosed with ovarian cancer, and they were concerned she'd got nodules on her liver, so they went in to the hospital with the view of doing a hysterectomy on her, and then blasting her with chemo and figure out what was going on. She went into hospital in Birmingham and never came back out. So from 3 weeks of diagnosis from ovarian cancer, she passed away. The ovarian cancer had spread, so the nodules on her liver were not nodules, they were tumour. It looks like the ovarian cancer was feeding the liver aggressively, and that one became more severe and bigger than the other one. They weren't sure what they were going to do. Their plan was then to go in and get rid of the liver one. They couldn't do both at the same time because it would have made her really poorly. They also then found that she had nodules on her stomach. This was very quickly, within like days, these things were altering and changing rapidly. And yeah, she went in to have an operation. I'm not sure, I'm pretty certain they opened her up and realised that there was nothing they could do, and they gave her hours. She then lasted about 4 more days and passed away. So yeah, from start to finish was 3 weeks. So that has been difficult. Trying to support her husband and stuff has been hard. So yeah, we have that to go to on Monday. So that's going to be an emotional one, I think. But it just goes to show that you have to live every day, because nobody had any clue that what was to come there. So that is all I'm going to say on that. Don't want to end off on a depressing note, but yeah, that is all we've got. Thank you ever so much, everybody, for being with us.
I think it's been 2.5 hours.
Yeah, we do appreciate it. We know this is a really long one, and we know there's loads of other Flosstubers out there with doing things. Thank you ever so much for all your support. If you are joining in on any of our sales, let us know. Either the Gnomes one or the Winnie the Pooh Wednesday or our new one.
If you have any idea about why I'm not getting in there things, let us know.
Yeah, please let us know. So we can rectify that, so people can see Lauren's progress. What else was I going to say? For any of you, yeah, like I said, if you go into the November retreat, let us know. The Floss Friends UK retreat in Rotherham, let us know. Super excited about that. And hopefully we'll be back in a couple of weeks' time. If not, we're hoping to not be as long as this time, because this has been a long one. But yeah, we're going to go. We're going to let you get off. Thank you very much, and we will see you all again really soon. Take care.